using either the relay bolt or the slows to stop Nongshim's initial movement. And other than the one round where Exos tried to sell a fake at A, we haven't seen much change in direction, change in pace. Oh, saw him just for a second.
Yeah, unable to find the shot. A slight little reprieve here for Nongshim. Yudotan. Ooh, peeking out an X-Ross there at Sand. Will clean him up. Pixel angle from Javi. It's a spot. He'll just set the wall, rides it, and peeks it. And oh my god, that is disgusting. Immediately layers in the slow orb. Checks back over to main, and Ivy is dead. Hunter's Fury. Meanwhile, Crystal, he's the one coming away with the kills, as Javi locks down the site. Nearly finds himself the fourth. 36 away from that, X-Ross. Managing to stay alive here. And here comes Patman. Not even necessary, it's not. Crystal dialed in. 7-1, and already you have to be considering, do I call the second time out?
It's probably being thought about.
Do I try to table it for later? Because I don't think you can. This
is disgusting from Javi. Oh my god. That fadeaway. Filthy, and Francis has no idea where to look.
I mean, I'm starting to wonder if this was just mental warfare from Frost. Because the most likely thing for him to do is change a comp.
True.
And he hasn't. They haven't played this map since kickoff. So surely if you're Nongshim, you're coming into this and you're thinking, oh, he's going to have something crazy. We think it's probably going to be this.
The old double fake.
And then he's just like, I've changed nothing.
It's a double fake.
I played the comp 30 minutes ago. Side in, Autumn going to be caught. Big reveal, RB dancing around, plants his feet, and somehow finds Patman through the wall. Meanwhile, Ivy catching Javi, and of all the rounds for Nongshim to suddenly start looking steady, it's the Thrifty as Francis collects the operator, says thank you very much.
Well, they just tried a different direction and were able to bypass it. Francis.
We know he's good with an op.
Yep, that's a no doubter.
Weapon here.
Yudotan just to maybe see if he can get some exits. Obviously has plenty of money, has an overdrive, so it's not much of a concern in that regard. Perhaps doesn't want to give over any extra ult charge. Stabby halfway to the run it back. Francis would be close. See if they end up crossing paths here, as it seems like they will.
Thrifty.
As swoop in, up shot, going to be going wide. So Thrifty's going to be confirmed, but that operator not going to be carried over as Yudotan is able to find himself in a second as well. So a bit more damage going to be dealt, but Nongshim at long last can pick up their second round win.
Yeah, probably a frustrating one, but again, you don't stop them at the choke, and that allows Francis to just burst through, and Autumn can't hit that shot. A tough shot, no doubt. Can't really blame him too much. And I was actually thinking this in the middle of this round.
Yeah.
I'm like, does Frost rip a timeout after that? Because I actually don't blame him. Because I think just probably reaffirming some of the game plan here at the chokes.
But this is something that you don't want to be repeatable for Nongshim.
Exactly. One round.
We're gonna wait it up.
Now you've got all to work with. Let's listen to the GE.
I'm out of here.
Nothing B main. Recon A main. How about Kobo A main?
Viper through smoke mid. Viper through smoke mid. On the wall now.
He cannot cross to me, yeah, from middle.
I think we cannot.
Nothing B main yet. After Kobo.
Grislim's double checking, making sure that Javi holding that angle in mid.
Look at how far back the trip is.
How far forward Autumn has gotten.
Yes.
Just tucked under window.
They kind of have a chokehold on the map right now.
Well, this explains why he didn't want the operator. But yeah, I mean,
It's a nice timeout. I get why. I get it.
45 seconds gone. This is slow going here from Nongshim, who have basically negative information. If they drone from this corner and do spot Autumn, that could be big, because obviously he's nowhere close to the rendezvous. They're actually checking for it. They've read it, they just can't kill him. As Autumn just massacres 4!
Woo! They checked it, didn't matter.
30 seconds left.
I mean, they had the read.
Yeah?
Insane. Well,
Oh my God.
good on Autumn. 11-5-2 now, and that is a very nice timeout call from Frost.
Yeah, overall, I like the ideas from Frost, but it helps when this happens.
Remaining.
That helps a lot. That makes the one kind of weakness in that setup is actually if Autumn just gets killed there and traded quickly.
But you do have to question it, though. If you go back, okay, you have a read, you have an understanding that there could be a player in that position. Why is Xross not peeking out from window at the same time as Domby facing forward?
That's true.
Why is he given that opportunity to go 1-for-1?
It's also
You still
true.
have about 40 seconds remaining in the round. You can take the extra couple seconds to try to ensure that you get that check. Either way, Batman looking to try to hold the door here in main, but Autumn will have to get involved.
Ooh, Ivy, big win.
Big one, finding Crystal on that exit from elbow. Reckoning now going to be sent forward. Getting that near side on the Autumn, but he's got the judge for this reason, and that is the spike ushered
Down B.
to his feet. Xross now making noise. Shock dart. Oh, into the drone. This is a risky gambit. But Autumn not fast enough to actually push the angle. Ends up losing his life. Some head scratchers here on both sides. The spike is still down. Ivy right in that wall, and Yudaton catching a
Spike
glimpse.
here.
Knows they don't have the spike. Should know that Ivy is just here behind this box. Right of the wall, though. Now the double face coming in, but Yudaton is able to collect one before Ivy trades it. Spike in hand, the pit now planted at backside. Crystal nearly with an angle. Ends up being just a hair off. It's a fast exit into a face forward. Ivy, he's abandoning this pit. And he manages to plant his feet and win the fight. What a play from him when Nongshim needed the most.
Last round in the
Just a
half.
few little micro decisions in this round that again could sway it one way or another, and this time it's Autumn. Plays this beautifully off the reckoning, but should have pressured Xross as soon as he heard that drone go out. Instead tried to wait. Maybe thought there'd be another player there.
Yeah, I guess there's not quite knowing where Ivy was at, but even then,
Nice.
I think you still take your chances.
Yes.
Given that you have that judge, but plays it a little bit too safe, perhaps. It's going to go checking forward, trying to see if he can take down the hero of the previous round.
Joke's over. You're dead.
While the attack will be coming through onto the A site. Hit marks there, slows him down. Autumn, quick little jump out. Tambi just going to go strafing through that Hunter's Fury and eventually will get snapped back. Ivy ends up getting caught. Player down, plan still going to be coming through. Xross
Spike planted.
back over to try to join in with the rest of the team, but Downbeat now dead. Francis as well, caught at the doors. It's Xross and RB, a 2v5 to try to make this
Last player
4 to
standing.
8 half, but now it is all on the hands of Xross, who cannot bear the weight for very long. The defuse to come in, it's 9-3. Global Esports not relenting whatsoever in this opening half.
Yeah, I mean, so much of this is down to them making these fast floods, being able to pin Nongshim in,
Switching sides.
slow them down, and then get into position where they just contain them, win a bunch of key fights out in the open too. Don't get me wrong, they are fragging and they are winning some big contact fights, but it's all because of their map control. They've narrowed their focus down in a lot of these rounds. Couple brilliant plays here and there, but generally the game plan has been really, really sharp, and you could see why Frost stuck with this comp and why he likes it, why he likes the Sage. Frankly, I wouldn't mind seeing the Sage on Bind. Not gonna lie.
Hey, it's something that could happen. As long as you avoid pulling an artist, then you're doing all right. Autumn back onto the chamber, always a sight for sore eyes.
Starting to feel better about my
जी तो भाई इस बार लगता है मास्टर्स की देखभाल इतना हो जाएगा लव देखते हैं कितना तक क्वालिफाई हो। तो पहली बार भाई मेन टीम इतना कर रही है। सी पार्टी वो 100% win rate है।
They're full stacked. This is actually pretty scary.
Yeah,
okay.
This is death ball as all hell from Global.
Yeah. It's just, can you win this against RB?
Poise made, and they're going to go pushing past it very quickly. RB trying to peek in, but Yutan not caught. Nice little check out though from Ivy. Finds Crystal and Francis. Out from doors. Picks up 2 as well. Zombie on the peak, going to be taking a shot to the chest. Still wants to try to go for this one, but Francis is going to be the one scaling forward, looking for that 4th kill. Hatman eventually will fall as Xross gets the cleanup, and that is a much-needed must-win pistol for Nongshim.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a odd pistol round. You just can never scale forward. Again, you're just delayed here, trying to scramble and figure out how you can get through. You're shut down at the front of B as well, so all you're left with are these 4 players trying to bully their way in. And Nongshim just surrounds and starts cutting them down piece by piece.
Right here.
So even though you got through RB that first layer, follow-up a little lacking. 1 sheriff for Patman and no other bios.
2 sheriffs in the mix for Nongshim though, so not a ton of firepower. However, decently stacked sight. He does have that bulldog here. He's not too far away with one of his own. A little bit of early damage. Just sheriff shots. Yep, that's going to find a connection. Autumn tag down to 27, but Global Esports do get themselves forward, get into the plant.
Spike planted.
All cutting off that front pyramid access from doors, but okay, Ivy able to finish the job. Autumn going to be taken down. Molly up and over the top. Bite going to be lobbed in as well as Zombie swing in the corner. It's caught by surprise, but just jump back. Francis giving his life a 1-for-1 exchange. Hatman now suddenly last one standing. Dancing around here at center pyramid is going to get blinded up, sprayed down, and Nongshim will have 3 players surviving, the key weaponry to be carried over.
Whoa. Yeah, that's really steady stuff for Nongshim. Looked like it may get a little weird there, but Ivy whiffing a bit on the Guardian shots, but it's a-okay in the long run. And kind of going to be interesting, like, in this comp versus comp battle. Normally Nongshim, when they're running this on this map, needs to be explosive on that attacker side. They were not, but how good is this comp on this attacker side for Global Esports is the question. Like, you're running a chamber and a sage, you know, getting through to a site, gonna be difficult. You don't have any flashes, you don't have a lot of smokes. Kind of have to rely on Zombie doing good work with the neon.
I mean, it feels like it's going to be, fantastic in a post plan, but can you get to that position?
Right.
As looking for that catch, and RB again suffering damage early at the start of the round. Down to 57, but operator in hand, Francis peeking in the mid. Wall going to get raised, cutting off that sight line, and it can't be broken fast enough by the Bulldog. Zombie at the same time, setting up the Molotov, but with a moment relatively alone, now going to be joined in as Xross arrives. Patman, however, finds RB, takes him down at Nest, and that potentially opens up an avenue to pivot. They want to try to get forward to B. It's going to be made here by Francis, and Patman's going to pump the brakes.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of a... Oh, he's got him. Oh, Francis!
Francis, quick adjustment. Let's see that back. Well, double face forward. Xross kind of splitting the difference, only finds a smattering of damage, but Dambi, the closer peek, is able to find Yurutan.
Whoa!
Autumn opens things up even more. Now just Francis. He might be reading a pivot, or just wants to try to save the operator. Either way, he has dipped out, and on this peak, Javi will have him dead. So Global Esports not allowing for the bonus conversion. Slow things down, get up to double digits.
Yeah, that's really, really key, obviously. You know, Nongshim here taking a page out of Paper Rex's playbook where they try to get that op into something's hand round 3. They just don't quite have the same legs, even though Francis hits a pretty nice one in the long run. Clean Vandal shooting from Autumn and Javi. We'll get them there. Oh, looked a little labored at times. Looked like Nongshim actually had a pretty decent read on how that was all going to play out, but just couldn't win some of their battles again.
That works.
That's key in this meta, especially with the comp GE is running. Again, the only smokes you have are the Viper, so Patman holding on to this toxic screen. Very patient with it.
Glass cannon for Francis. Does have that overdrive, but opted to go for the rifle all the same. Seems like he says, well, try to keep the weaponry as tight-knit between the players as possible, and then if we go into an eco round in the next, that's when I'll bring out the ultimate. Check forward, X-Ross spotting out a few. Drone seeing even more. Same wall setup though from Javi. As flash
what a
into
flash.
the base in the mid. Okay, they displaced Patman, but Ivy and X-Ross both have been picked apart. Autumn, he's opened things up on that B side of the map. This does put him a world away. So for now, it's a 3v3 until he can try to join in. But it's a ticking time bomb that Nongshim have to be conscious of as he gets closer and closer to pulling off that flank. Overdrive invested, kill on a 1 found. 2 players tucked in behind the wall. Francis considering going for the chase. Nice little reposition though from Mutoton as the fuse going to be held up to half. Both players splitting apart away from one another, and this time Mutoton gets the better of Francis as Crystal finds the kill. The cleanup is there, and Global Esports now up to 11. The economy for Nongshim broken, and the overdrive no longer available.
Wowzers. Oh, what a win there for Autumn. Ivy's usually so difficult in those moments. Disgusting for Francis. A pretty solid round here, but just couldn't break the space open fast enough. Had the Hunter's Fury, had the lurking Autumn. Okay. 2 away. Sending us over to bind. Marshall for X-Ross, a bunch of Guardians. They're investing in this, or Nongshim.
They're forcing their way into this, and it's a big walk down, but this is, again, them leaving X-Ross by himself. He just has a Marshall. Tag there onto Javi. They're just gonna try to wall themselves in here. They're trying to stay protected, but Muton rides that wall, hops up over the top, finds Francis. Javi does the same, and Dabby is dead! And their aggression is being punished!
Guys, bye.
The back and forth. Up and over.
Meanwhile, X-Ross has now made his way over to the B side. So, can my Marshall be of service here? No. No, it can't. They are rotating into the open A site as slip of the wheel. Good shot from Ivy, but there's the interception. And Ivy just, I mean, you forced into this.
Spike planted.
Everybody buying what they could to try to have some firepower.
Probably got to try to save.
Toxin screen down.
I mean, you're going to have a loss bonus, but 0 creds behind that Guardian.
Toxins going up.
Oh boy. Oh my God. That's huge.
Readjustment, but got 3 more to get through. The time is just not going to be available, so grab of the Vandal, going to try to hold on to this one. Javi, however, wants to take it out of his hands, and he shall.
Give me a moment.
Unkillable in this round is Javi. As Global Esports are absolutely giving it to Nongshim. This is brutal.
Beautiful. Just what a great play there, knowing that the relay bolt bounces off the wall. That's all according to plan. Oh, you think we're trapped in here? No, we're not at all. Ooh, Ivy. Ridiculous shooting. Javi's having a phenomenal map.
Timeout.
So, last time out, you were wondering, they never used that second one in the first half. Now they wait until the very last second.
I mean, this could just be one of those ones where you try to steady the nerves, brush this map aside, try to get ready for your opponent's pick of bind, but hard to say.
Got some fans out there.
Like the
being-
ball, like the ball. Friends.
Shown a treat here so far.
His heart grew 5 sizes that day.
I wonder how many people actually get that reference.
Yeah, it's a Grinch.
Yeah.
Grinch stole Christmas.
Yeah.
Surely even the youth of today watch the Jim
Yeah.
Carrey live action one.
Did he say it in that one? I actually don't remember.
I think it might have.
Nah.
Might have done. I forget if there was
I'm
actual
sure.
narration.
I just remember the original cartoon.
Timeless classic.
Don't get in my way.
Yeah,
Right now, though,
Poison orb.
How is Patman alive?
that ball, he's just killing
What?
everybody.
Oh
Okay,
my God.
stick a fork in it. Let's go to mine, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Just- Okay. I mean, it's... What else can you say? We'll see. There's possibility here, but... I mean, you have so many ults right now. If you can even get to the post plan, it's going to be pit GG. Certainly feels like it. They're going to go all the way through spawn?
Well,
Oh,
can't get the flank.
I'm pissed.
Overdrive pop, drops down, doesn't register Dobby's location.
Last
Managed to find
player
one, but
standing.
nothing more. Patman, he's already pushed out into the site. Spike can get planted, and just for the added disrespect, Crystal will finish it with an Odin on top.
पहला मैप जीत गए जीजी बॉयज सेक्सी पहला बैटमैन होता तो वो मार गया मैं तो लगा मर जाएगा Whoa. मार रहे हैं वॉइस सब ऑन में है और जो बारिश हो रही वो लाइक करो वॉइस वो असोर्स मार रहे हैं ये सेक्सी था और पकड़ चलो चलो I can subscribe क्या लगता है जी जीतेगा या एनएस का कॉम्बैक हो जाएगा गंदा वाला मेरे को तो लग रहा है जी जीत रहा है आज जी विनिंग पड़ी फिर फर्स्ट किल गंदा 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 कैप्टन फर्स्ट किल हमको लाइक करो बाय और थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब भी कर दो सब्सक्राइब भी नहीं करना और बताओ बताओ
or put somebody in a clutch or try to win a thrifty. Like, that is Nongshim at the moment. They're going to brawl. They're going to hope they get into a 2-on-2 post plant and Ivy's going to clutch or Xbox is going to clutch. That's what Nongshim is right now.
But that's also what has given them a lot of success previously, right? These things that should work for them. However, you're up against a global esports that actually has this game plan over here.
Yeah.
Again, the sword and the shield and the wall, the sage wall, was like one of the parts of that shield.
It was. I mean, this was great sage wall tech right off the bat. Literally, in the pistol, you have a wall to disrupt and try to cut Nongshim in half as GE try to force their way on through. You get this A main disruption with the slow orbs as well.
Yeah, look, if they want to go A main, slow orb in the way, they don't know how to come back to the other side because Autumn is just here with the operator. They have nothing to deal with it, and this was a trend we saw time and time again. Look at this, Viper Pit into A main. He's blocking them from coming A main. What does Autumn do? He explores, he comes down the map, he takes that space for free, gets into a deep position, and...
No, listen here, Morgan, okay? What you want to do is you want to make sure the spacing is really good if you're coming back and re-clearing the map. And that spacing was pretty good. Unfortunately, the aim, not so much.
It's just, I feel like Nongshim struggles so much when they can't get that primary objective. When they want to hit a Citus 5, if they get stuck, then they really struggle. GE understood that and kept forcing them into these weird situations. Harry did a great job on this Sage. I think he looked like one of the better Sage players. Even on attack, look at this for a cheeky little A split. They had really nice ideas here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and this is where GE does their best work. It's a double-edged sword sometimes. They have an extensive coaching staff. They have a lot of ideas. And when the idea goes really well into what...
next match के लिए disease मैं तो इतना मार लेता हूँ इसे अरे मत कर X ये डल्लो वाला कौन सा है क्या अभी कार्ड हो गया दीवार पे साथी चलो कौन सा लाइनअप के साथ करता है
Like Varel get a little bit spicy, but
So that's where they need to find better answers. Like I said before, I don't think they're going to reinvent the wheel. I would agree with you. I think it's going to be double duelists. I think that they're going to go rely on the same win conditions. They just, let's be honest, not only did they get countered really hard just there on Breeze, and GE had a full prep for them, but they played abysmally. Look at some of those rounds with the trades. That is not the same snappy Nongshim that just won Santiago. That was a pit game. Maybe the worst game we'll see from Nongshim this stage. Now I want to see the bounce back.
No, absolutely. Nongshim need to make this work here on Vine because, as we mentioned, the stakes are high. This
Disruption from Global.
won them those global trophies. And for global esports, well, they just have to keep doing what they're doing. Their confidence is spiking right now, and that's a very dangerous thing on their side. We'll send it into map number 2, over into Bind with Achilles and Paperthin.
Yeah.
Just a couple minutes in the break to try to reassess and figure out what's going to be going on.
Clap, clap. Yeah, audience engagement करता है.
That was not a reference I was expecting today.
I checked back on VLR and I was like,
Was it
that's
that bad?
embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Again, tons of stall and delay, like the desk was talking about, built in to this comp. But is Nongshim going to be able to find a way past it this time on their attacker's side? A team that obviously loved this half did not so much on Breeze. It was not great, but this could be a good pistol round setup. From what I'm seeing, they've got the crossfire. Seems like GE is going to try to push off a knife.
Francis noted, relay bolt avoided. Paint shells trying to peel back any forward pressure. And however, just going to be sticking around on top of the box. Still has the backup of Javi as well as Autumn. Uniton outside of lamps.
Like the plan there. Knife sees 2. That's an immediate peel back. Gives you a decent read on that setup. Just a matter of there's been enough time. Trying to fake a smoke.
Smoke down. The walk getting ready to come through. Push forward. Slide going to be in. Francis able to find one, but Patman picking up where he left off. Comes away with 2. And Uniton smooth criminal. Just sliding back through that smoke. Doesn't even take a lick of damage.
Smoke's down.
Scrambling now is Ivy. Trying to go on a walkabout up long, but there's a barrier mesh on the other side, and Crystal's about to peek, and not quite able to find the timing there. Lob it on the net, gets the grab, he tucks into the corner. At the same time, though, they are routed and pinched as Uniton goes through the teleporter. Considering the check, and now they're going to have to just go ahead, rotate around. Barrier mesh gone.
30 seconds
Follow-up
left.
0 point. Ivy spotting out Ivy. Knows that he scaled forward, and he's looking to try to note him here at elbow. Meanwhile, double teleporter going to be taken. Patman, first one to try to rotate through to catch them. Makes his way through cave, and at the same time, Ivy just going to be good for the 1-for-1.
Gotta go. 10 seconds left.
Backside plant.
Big smoke.
Back at dice, the approach there. Ivy already at heaven. RB trying to fight forward, but Uniton takes his head off. And now it's just X-Ross fully flashed up. Still able to find a bit of damage here, a smattering of it. 1v3 to isolate from here. Looking, not going to happen. Patman will be able to catch him. Gets him on the flank. 3 kills for the Gecko plus the defuse. He is halfway to the thrash.
Love this. Love this calling. And again, great game planning from Global Esports. They don't overcommit early. They throw a smoke down. I mean, it's still a little lucky to get away with only 2 for 1 there, but after that, they start creating those pinches, creating pressure, using the knife to get further info, and just mirroring Nongshim across the entire map. stellar.
They'll hold you. Yeah.
It's the only way I can think of to describe the way that GE's been mid-rounding.
Well, now you're going to have plenty of firepower in the hands of Global Esports. Everybody getting a bye. 3 Bulldogs, Outlaw, Stinger. Bandit and Sheriff into the mix, but France is going to be tagged up on approach. Trying to get damage through on that Bucky low, and yep, now confirmed. There's 2 people dead to the mosh!
Spike down B.
I don't want to see Javi swing here. Please don't swing. Well, that works. Okay, you can play off the grab net. That's fine. It's one of those days today.
That it is. Who sings Caught
Kautama?
Yeah, Caught Crash Band.
No idea.
Brain's not working at the moment, but
Timing, boy.
that's just brutal. Meanwhile, I mean, Javi, he's just like, yeah, I'll just disrespect the volley all day. Runs through, swoops in, gets a kill, and that is pretty clean. 2-0 start.
He's really feeling it today again is Patman, as always, seems like for Global these days. Crystal able to get the orb scot-free. So 3 Bulldogs, the Outlaw, gonna one-tap RB if that happens to come to fruition, but probably won't. Francis was just a judge. Eyeing B. Is that deadlock setup here? They're not going to see a darn thing. They're aware.
Barrier deployed.
Smoke wants to throw the wall there, and the 0 point lands right on top of so many of them.
Brutal. Okay. Shot connecting, but Ivy surviving. Kind of health off that Outlaw. Does manage to find a clean kill otherwise. That's Crystal, I think, just getting into audio range. Yep, now he's heard him. So they make their way into market. He's looking for this timing. He is so hot on their heels here. Here comes the face forward, slide to try to break the aim, but it's going to be Dombey swooping in, but Crystal continuing to push forward, continuing to go unread. Now decides to pull the trigger, and that's X-Ross and Ivy dead. Meanwhile, RB has continued to wrap over towards that shower side, so he can't even try to get the quick pinch back through. Gets the spot out, the drop down. Fight forward out of the smokes. RB and Dombey, 1 apiece. Crystal now.
10 seconds
Lone Ranger here for Global Esports.
Spike planted.
Spike gets planted, but he's got weapon upgrades available. This would be back breaking if he can find this clutch. Fanned out. Dombey is going to go all the way around into heaven.
He hasn't moved a muscle. He was waiting for some kind of action, but he's stuck behind that box. They're just waiting for the tap.
Going for it now. Find the timing to actually get the kill, but they're splitting Crystal's attention. Little lob in on that paint shell, and Dombey, a solid round for him. 3 kills found. Nongshim denied the bonus conversion, but they leave that on 3 players.
Yeah, this is so interesting from Crystal. The way that he's using his util to stall out Nongshim and then set up for the lurk. Almost gets him the bonus. He's so quick to rotate too, so that's something that Nongshim probably noting. Something you might not be able to dip into for a couple rounds, but they get there.
But here's where we need to see the difference. This is where Nongshim need to try to find that follow-up. Snowball started for Global Esports on Breeze from this point.
Global's playing anti-orb here. You don't want to give that showstopper up easily.
You don't want to give that up, but you also have the Annihilation as well as the Thrash. He's not going to be forced away here for the moment. As, there goes the first ult. Looking for the grab. Hedge not going to be coming in. There's Dombey, oh boy. Bounces himself backward, ends up getting caught. Meanwhile, Judge still going to be good for 1. Patman going to be taken down. Crystal now stranded here inside of the teleporter. As Autumn tries to just corral Francis into a corner as well. But he just re-peeks it. The Judge is tearing them apart. 3 kills for him. 5 HP remaining. For a second, I thought he was going to step into the molly. Because it's just been that kind of game.
Yeah, yeah. That is the most Nongshim round I've ever seen since Santiago.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I mean, shades of the chaos from when they first ascended.
Yeah.
Fine. You know, them versus Boom. They will manage to tie it up 2-2. Whittle away at this economy. It's wavering for Global Esports.
I'm surprised that Annihilation missed, but it's maybe just clipped the corner.
Yeah, he managed to get back around the corner in time and it didn't rebound and connect on anyone.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Nice!
Okay. Now it's going to be GE. We're on an eco. Feels like for the first time outside of losing a pistol.
That pretty much is. Set up on the orb. A massive stack from Global Esports on B. It's just Javi back at A. Flash forward. You hear the reposition of the enemy Neon. Barrier mesh considered. They try to 3-2-1 this. Through the net. Through the blind, but so Nongshim aren't really going to be strafing into this. All 5 players now of Global Esports have gotten themselves settled on B.
They're going to be thanking their lucky stars. They peeled back off of that.
Francis trying to just give them an audio tap towards Hookah. Keep them interested, and for the moment, it is working.
I've got your trail.
Seekers are going to confirm.
Yep. Well, Seekers have gone the other way. Okay, let's push forward. So, spike to be planted. Teleporter can be taken. As we clear out on the Dizzy. I can see Fiend coming through. Relay Bolt. Not even going to matter. Actually, Patman just swoops in with that Guardian.
Gun here.
Finds the kill before Ivy does even get stunned up. Trying to protect the weapon from being collected here.
Taken down.
RB will be able to do so. So Javi dead. 3 players on the approach from Showers. Zipton works his way back to ice. Spot out here from Dambi. Some damage found, but kills not yet confirmed. Autumn continuing to creep forward. Flash goes in. Meanwhile, Francis watching over towards Lamps. Dambi pushes forward. Barrel stuffs on the Patman. Francis gets another. And Autumn with the Sheriff going to be good for a kill, but Dambi will pursue deeper. Cleans it up. 3 players alive. 3 rounds for Nongshim.
Okay. Some weird stuff, but you don't have to.
Timeout.
Yeah, you don't have to invest the showstopper there. I was a little bit surprised on the round before this one that you didn't use the Thrash, but when you made that crunch through teleporter, it's been nice, I think, in that situation. So you're gonna have to chew through a couple uses of it, and it's one of those ults that you want to be cycling when you're going to bring it out. So probably a lot to talk about here. Actually, is Frost. A lot going wrong.
Yeah, everything was going right on Breeze. Comp playing out, you know, exactly the way that you needed to, whether it's the defender side or the attacker side. They got themselves into the positions to capitalize on that. Here on Bind, this defender side is where you really want to be seeing the value coming through for Global Esports.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just you have a couple good moments for your first 3 rounds that it looks like things are really well planned. But after that, when things start getting a little bit scrappy, when Nongshim starts kind of bringing out some of their trademarked Judge and Neon play with Francis instead of Dambi, that's when things started to look a little bit shakier here. So it's probably talking about how you can wrestle the reins of the momentum back into your hands. Another Judge for Francis. There's that showstopper to worry about. Autumn and Patman with their ults. Javi close, Yudoton close. Let's listen in.
Nothing. Hey, shower. I left.
Okay, well, action begins. And not a lot going to be noted there. There's silence as the exec gets ready to come through. Seemingly, Global Esports caught off guard by the aggression, which is really the one thing that you should expect when it comes down to this Nongshim squad. So there you have it, 3 kills and 2 players to try to save.
Well, that didn't go so good.
Yeah. I mean, initially when we threw to it, I'm like, is this thing on? Hello? Have we unmuted the players?
By the time they said anything, the round was basically over.
Yeah.
I mean, you've just got a deadlock in a position where there's just no escape from that showstopper and no hope against the judge and lamps. Yeah, that was a bit of a head scratcher. Maybe just didn't anticipate that just be a fast showers hit like that. It was the last thing that was on anyone's mind at that timeout.
Francis, okay, not quite gonna go far enough on the swing. But that timeout, not quite hitting the mark here for Global Esports. Fast and concise strike from Nongshim, completely catching them unawares.
Ooh,
great from Dami.
That is sick movement.
Nice!
Damn it.
All right. This round
So guys, so we
needs to go a little bit differently for Global Esports. Otherwise, you're going to have 5 in a row. Barrier up early.
Sooner rather than later. Ooh, well that would be.
Is there a grab net here?
Yes, there is. Goodbye. Into the microwave. Great catch from Global Esports. RB and Ivy, both of your smokes picked apart. Just seems like Nongshim forgetting about the wombo combo potential. Okay, well, Crystal forgetting about showers. Strips out into the open. Oh, just trying to hold things down with Abs, but Dami now punished for the over-aggression. Does end up getting caught, but Extros pushing forward, is able to find that trade, and now gets it back into a 2v2.
Be careful with the angle here as Autumn. Wait for Yudo to arrive.
Yeah, but given where Francis is getting himself slotted, he is really well safe. Now spotted immediately after seeing him. Francis reading this position from Yudo, then says, okay, I think I know where you're at, so I can just go over to back site. Wins in alongside Xross. They hear the neon. Now they have it confirmed. Slide in, double face. As okay, Yudotan able to find it as Autumn survives with just 5 HP. A critical round to be found here for Global Esports, because had you dropped this one after finding the 2 kills off the rip, it would have been quite a punch to the gut.
Yeah, no doubt to invest that much into that round. If they just get it there, yeah. Grab net. And off to the next round. A couple players go. Nice little piece for Francis, but this is Yudo coming alive.
Nice! Nice, bro!
Very good, very good.
That's,
There's 3 players in spawn. This looks like a pistol round.
Still 3 ultimates. They are just waiting to try to see, okay, what do they do? Where are they going? And we'll just try to rotate in, form a stack off the back of that. 0 points quite a bit. Have been Thrash at the ready, but just decide the table it for now. Opening spam, looking for that kill, but it's going to be Javi on the peak. Able to find one, will be put down, but technically going to be Rezible. A little bit of a rough position, but so is Autumn. Trying to win that fight over on short. They're just dropping like flies, 1 by 1. Crystal down to try to clutch it out. And I was going to say they are all, very low on HP, but Xross is there with the heals. And congratulations to RB. Obviously, it slowed up on hitting this milestone after his stints in China, but Nongshim just continue to just open up these rounds, punch him in the mouth.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit frustrating now as GE when you've got a good read, but now you can't execute like you could on Breeze. Because they're basically, in terms of on which side of the map they need to be on, they're on the right side. They just can't hit their shots. They're kind of taking some weird fights and losing them. Nongshim starting to get themselves collected. They're very sharp right now.
Yeah, clearly have woken up a bit. Meanwhile, Global Esports went from looking alive and well in the previous round to kind of asleep at the wheel in this one.
Where did the Thrash even end up going? Oh, it just...
Oh, Ivy just cleared it.
Oh.
And Autumn's trying to play off the back of it, but Ivy just has it completely outdone.
Yeah.
상민이 어깨 뚫었어!
Trying to isolate, but they just cannot. Yep. I have a feeling. We also get to give another round of applause here for RB.
Gonna official production timeout to cheer for RB. No, it is the second timeout call for Global Esports.
I mean, you can see how important the coaching staff for GE thinks this defender side is, and I don't blame them. You're running that deadlock. I feel like you gotta get a ton of value. And if you can't defend the A site with multiple ults, 4 players, and you've got the read, it's starting to look like
Ruh-roh.
we're going to Haven, yeah.
Could be the case, but still a ways yet to go in this one. Does feel like Nongshim are finding that footing again, starting to back to themselves. Granted, still some firepower here. Yotan, of course, has that overdrive. Expect to see that popped alongside the Bucky.
Listening.
One away from an annihilation for Crystal. Looking to maybe claim the Showers Orb. Javi looking for the cross map knife. Tap of the orb. No reaction at all. Nongshim off that timeout is just very, very patient.
Spotted and cleared. Now they know, okay, there's some weaponry here. It's not a full save. I expect that there's going to be a couple more in the mix as well, as Autumn wanting to re-clear this, but if he continues to push, this could be at his demise. Ooh, flash out, gets the spot, but Dambi still gets the fight win. He's gonna back away. He just cuts back through Market, gets over to X-Ross, and get all that damage patched up. Being said, still narrowly spot Yudotan. Yudotan.
My guy.
Do you know?
Whoa.
That weapon doesn't do that.
I'm out of here.
What do you mean?
Okay. Well,
Why?
Crystal, mouse wheel, I assume.
I have to
Little
assume.
mouse wheel panic jump. The wheels may be coming off.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Oh boy.
Blind था पर ग्राउंड को मारना चाहिए था.
This is another round to forget for GE here on Bind. It was a bit intriguing to me. This is where we went in the map veto. I mean, granted, yes, Nongshim hasn't played this map since Santiago.
Maybe he thought it was the original Bucky. With the right click
Oh,
to
yeah.
snipe people.
Yeah, the one that just, like, could kill people from, like, 20 meters away.
Yeah, we haven't had that rolled back.
No, and that's for the best.
Well, Patman, 30 HP, he's out in front of two. As the swing gets ready to come through, there you go. He's going to see Francis from Garden. We'll be able to find him. And that is 6-3. Nongshim looking good. And Global Esports out of lifelines. It's very much falls to the players on their shoulders for these next 3 to try to see if they can rescue the remainder of this half.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what to tell you. If your players can't convert off of a flash that lands right on top of the raise, you have the complete drop on them, you know he's there. It's it's not going good. It's not in it this map yet. Let's see if somehow Global Esports can start bouncing back.
Well, now they're starting to stack onto the A side. They say, okay, Nongshim, they continue to kind of hit this site. Let's put 3 here. Nongshim saying, what if we went to B?
Well, it's been tough for them because of the deadlock util. This time they're looking, because the way that GE's been playing these B holds is so different from the way that any other team really handles it. You can see he's just on a timing with the wall. And it's given Nongshim fits from the macro perspective, but
right here.
I don't really care too much.
I think it's just going to be a 3-2-1 go. Clears that. Domby goes up and over. 2 away from a showstopper. And Crystal, as well as Patman for now, going to be contained. Oh, okay. Nearly found the timing. Meanwhile, Ivy. There's a Bucky in this guy's hand. Okay, he got to the appropriate range. Was able to find Ivy. Weapon upgrade going to be grabbed. Just have that Phantom as RP. We'll get away from the Mosh this time around. Global Esports have a player advantage established for the moment. There's Annihilation considered getting the catch. Sends it forward, but no. Bounces into the corner. Francis at the same time, able to catch Autumn. Jump around, and that's going to be X-Ross holding his own as Crystal will fall. Sliding from Yudotan. looking for multiple targets, and he does. Gets himself a third, but he's down to 33 HP, sliding across, a glimpse on RB. Tucked along the tube, and a peek into Francis, who gets the 3K of his own. Nongshim will secure a lead at the half.
Go, go, go. My advice, don't get shot.
Yeah, it's just everything that can go wrong is, and you know, as drilled as Global Esports looked on Breeze, they just do not seem to have that same level of proficiency here on Vine in terms of like using their util properly, getting value out of it, having some sick tech plays that are getting them rounds, getting them big kills. Here, it's just they aren't able to convert. All it took was a simple little flash, and the annihilation was completely nullified.
Seekers off the rip as a crunch play going to be coming through. Global Esports trying to capitalize here, and Ivy does get caught in X-Ross able to find Autumn at the same time. Backpedaling away from X-Ross as he is isolated for the moment. Still wanting to try to go for the fight. Peeks in, Crystal at the same time able to find Domby back over here at Garden, but RB just swings forward, shorty in hand, finds the kill, and X-Ross trying to get the drag across, gets himself a third, but Patman zone with that Sheriff, but now is in a 1v2. Full kit to try to work with, and at this point, honestly, you would love to just maybe even get an ulti out. Double stack on this angle. Will drop out to his death. Francis finds it, Nongshim up to 8. Looking
Last round
to
before
replicate the half that G had on Breeze.
Yep. Oh, what a response here from X-Ross.
Oh.
Feels the pressure from that Neon ult and immediately just starts sending util, throwing bullets. When you throw bullets at the problem, sometimes find solutions. There's nothing really Patman could do there because he got quick cleared, so just had to try to make a go of it through that smoke. A lot of ult for Nongshim to try to make this 9-3 close to Patman's Thrash. It's really the only one you're probably looking at this round. All you see is Ivy, but that is bait. But the Boombot here should be starting to bring the rotations over, and it is for Global.
Shells out, fast line set up. Fragment going to be disrespected, but Francis on the entry taken down. Showstopper now going to be sent as well from Domby. Throws it onto the corner, and he pints 2 for his troubles. Oh, Nongshim just walking on water. Global Esports can do nothing to dissuade. Punch after punch thrown their way, and they are just catching them all right on the jaw. Domby, even time to remove the net. Oh, hello. Goodbye. 9-3 in the half. Nongshim rallying back.
There. Switching sides.
I don't know, man. This is just...
They got shades of the first series.
Yep. Look at this. Just eats the util, doesn't care. Global Esports doesn't expect it, but you're right, it is kind of just the story of today.
Halftime.
Here, May 2nd, 2026.
क्या लगता है वॉर में ये में अपना कमबैक होगा सील का चलो देखते हैं
Their signs.
He's a great guy. I'm a big fan of Ben Bond.
I'm a huge Bin Bon fan. How can you not be? We should get him over here on our cast sometime. He'd be rather funny.
Oh, no, for sure. Yep. That 4th seed, that lower bracket start is what is at stake here.
Snap-wise, GE's going to make a pretty good move. Just going to throw a deep knife early. Probably going to hit lamps. Nobody's
well.
there.
Backside, or can I actually get it far enough to reach into heaven? No, okay, just front of showers. Meantime, though, Trailblazer leading the way is Wingman will be able to get the plant in play. Nongshim quickly gather all 5 players over to the site. It's going to be Ivy striking out from heaven, able to find Patman first and foremost. Paint shells now lobbed in towards that Lamb's exit, but Crystal holding his own for one. Downbeat going to be taken down, but he gets stunned up, and X-Ross is able to collect the kill. Pop flash is going to be sent. It's chaos here as the smokes intercepting these players, denying the vision, and Udotan comes up massively. Gets the 3K to get the start that Global need.
Yeah. Really nice play from Udo. This looked like it was going to be a bit of a head scratcher potentially, because it felt like it was going to play into Nongshim's hands, didn't it? Because it's just chaos. But Javi, good to get RB in there. And Udo quick to find that 3K.
Boys, good comms pad.
Like the comms. Having that wingman actually really nice in that round too, because it gives you that ability to get a little bit deeper in that post plan, a little bit quicker.
Well,
hello.
Udo's not done yet.
Good.
Throwing next.
Francis able to bait one of them out, but did eat a bit of damage. X-Ross at the same time taken low. Francis now going to be taken down. Crystal cusp of being halfway to that ultimate. Global Esports more than happy to just poke and prod here, take their time. Not at any key rush. They know that they have these early advantages. But they are in prime position to get a very clean anti-eco.
Yeah, would love to see them just wait a little bit here, scoop up another orb. Yep, exactly. Get closer to that annihilation. Hopefully Crystal can connect with one.
3 more charges to go, and Ivy may just offer up another one. Swing in. He's able to find a headshot on the player in the back, but Udotan has the regen armor as well on top of that. So barrier mesh blocking off the defender's side. As likely just going to be RB and X-Ross getting clustered together and going down to the spike. So looking slated for a flawless is Global Esports.
Okay.
Throwing net.
Just depends if we're going to send Patman out on a mission, but he's watching the flank, so I think.
Crystal once more, though, understandable. I mean, whether it's a kill or death, get the ultimate. He's going to catch RB on the iPad. Not quite. And, I mean, doesn't have an easy way to pass the weapon over, so it looks like he will be staved off for now. Tough pill to swallow, but we'll just go ahead, back off, and maybe play for an orb aggressively going into the next round.
Still, just playing a little bit patient, finding their kills where they needed to. Global Esports fans, give them a nice round of applause there. Udo just through the smoke. Crystal, where's he going? Gets the second. There you go. A lot of work to do, though. 4 rounds in a row, just a tie. Are we going to see a bonus conversion? I think it'd be the first time today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to think if we saw one.
No, never got one in the previous set.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. Annihilation now at the ready. Hasn't connected with one yet in the map, so we'll see if this one can.
This time it's Nongshim's turn to play that 1-3-1. Trying to figure out where the attack actually is before they make their pivot. But this is, I think, a little bit trickier if I'm just theory crafting it against the Gecko, because if you get a kill or bully the site anchor off, then the Gecko just gets the plant and you're already in your post plants effectively. We'll see.
Gonna play denial from here. It'll be difficult as barrier mesh up and over the top, looking to lock these players out, but will get cleared. And there's the interrupt. And the paint shells at the ready, so Wingman does get taken down, walk out. Well, he doesn't trigger that sonic sensor. Autumn is still in position, ready to go. Shotgun barrel stuff. No, it's Francis actually who finds it, but he's looking for a little bit too much. Slides in, Patman cuts him down to size. Spike not yet in play, but it very much can be now. It's a 4-2, Global Esports. Well slated now, convert this one. Now he's slipping the net for one, but Patman notes him, takes him down. Second kill found in the round, and now it's just X-Ross in a 1v3. Couple players low. Knows that Autumn Hasn't really crossed out from that shower side. He'll ring out some shots and set up for Javi to go ahead and clean things up. So now, 6-9, Global Esports shortening that gap ever so steadily.
Yeah, 2 more and I'm a believer for sure. This is beautiful from Autumn, just holding the line in showers, keeping that flank under control, stopping Francis before he can get going there as Patman. So yeah, I mean, Nongshim was quick to understand how to deal with that wingman, just throw util at it to stop it. But there is now all of a sudden a potentially very different story to be had here with this double duelist comp for Nongshim on this defender side. Oh, Javi.
They are really trying to find this punish. Turn to the flash.
Beautiful.
But Francis ends up getting caught by the other. Makes his escape. Meanwhile, Ivy alone, hoping that somebody solo strafes forward into this position. Autumn. Maybe going to be the one to challenge him as the volley gets ready to expire. Meanwhile, Plant going in. And okay, Ivy will be able to find the one, but Yutan takes down Francis. Spike Plant gets interrupted, but it's going to be a quick TP pivot. Weapon grabbed up. As Crystal more than ready for that. Going to have to be cheekier.
Spike planted.
Already has the reload. Noted RB. Meanwhile, Javi slowly creeping in behind the players that are currently working their way through the defender's spawn. Fishing shots from Crystal, just shy of the mark. Allows them to scale forward, but Javi continues to get closer and closer. Mosh layered in, now they're split apart. Ivy still able to find one, pop flash sent, not able to find anything, and now it's read that there is that player on the flank, but Ivy is still very much boxed in.
One enemy remaining.
Yutan able to find the kill. And that leaves just RB now here on site. Going to be good for one. So close but no cigar. Global Esports marching their way back into this half.
Yes. Just good reads on the map, understanding when they need to take the TPs. Even though you lose one, it's kind of Ivy's off angle there. That's okay. Great awareness from Crystal, knowing that there might be a fast flank attempt. Phenomenal stuff from him with the outlaw in this round.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, this is bad.
Great patience all around, and this is the key round. This is the one that makes or breaks it. Nongshim is going to invest in the operator.
Can you go with the flash?
No escape.
I'm gonna try plan. TP, let's go. Can you not? Wait, I will knife side now.
Got that crunch.
I flash game one.
Immediately just call to go forward. Hearing that TP player getting their way out of dodge. Trusting that this is now going to be the lesser stacked site, and as the rotations come through, Esports still do have the freedom to go for a TP pivot of their own, but now Wingman getting the plant in. Not going to be interrupted this time around, but Xros and Dami able to find one. Crystal peels a kill back as Xros will fall.
Oh.
Be gone. Francis, that op shot ends up going wide. An uncharacteristic miss from him. Molly to try to block them off, but RB down to 8 HP. Dami up and over the top, begging for a peek, hoping they come swooping out, spots out one. He's able to find a lot of them in the end. Patman still low, down to 10 health. The right click will finish him. Patman gives him the angle, but now he's got to work his way through Crystal. The net chucked through. Francis, oh, he's so close to the spike. He's got to get on it, and he just cannot in time. The op will be saved, but the round is GE's. They are one away from tying it up.
Oh man, Crystal. I was a little bit concerned about some of the deadlock tech on the defender side, but this is a thing of absolute beauty. Oh man, I thought for a second here, Nongshim might have just barely done it. You can see right there, as soon as that circle, yep, Francis knows.
Oh my god.
That is maximum value.
Yeah, now.
Backs up against the wall now. Flash out, Francis far forward, and look at what is waiting for him on the other side. He spots out a leg. The Dizzy connecting, as will Yutan. Xros on the peak, able to find one. The Paint Shield trying to peel back some of the pressure. The Annihilation, however, still going to be able to get the grab, and that leaves Dami alone. Just waiting. The confirmation is there. It is. Up goes Xros. He will fall. Sonic sets are going to be set up, swinging on the side of that boom bot, just trying to get anything that he possibly can with the Sheriff.
Over there.
Just gonna peel back at TP here. One of the two.
Yeah, I'll be down to 27. All three players from Nongshim now positioned on the B side of the map, but the spike is slowly working its way back towards Market and Cave.
Yeah, I mean, I really think we've already seen at least one. Some shots have rang out. Time to change ideas. It's such a nice play to deal with that op too.
0 point pushed out. You can see over the top. That should give them pretty strong confidence. The site is empty. Went down here into the open. Barrier mesh as well for good measure.
So now you should pretty well be able to just focus lamps unless they clear that wall. Just give that extra angle. You can come from the other side of that wall too. Bobby can get there. Let's see though. How do util still?
I mean, you've got the molly and the net. There's the mosh. No more time to be bought. As Nambi is able to find another. Autumn will get taken down. RP. They're sticking it. They're just sticking it. He's just stuck it! So much util! So much available to them! And Ivy he gets on the damn thing, and he just stays put. The smoke from RP to just keep him covered, to just pray.
Oh, the molly miss.
He's just churning butter on stage.
The molly missed too.
Oh my God.
It's just the little things here for Global Esports at times. It's absolutely killing them.
And you know, the timeout call, it was definitely earlier. But I like, for Nongshim's sake, I think they should not have called it.
Oh!
Because Frost had already burned both of his.
Yes.
And you have to imagine that he was losing his mind. What a way for Nongshim to break the round win streak. Because I'm part of this. They dropped everything in this half. That should have been us getting tied up. That should have been 6 straight rounds for Global Esports.
Yes, 100%. I mean, I think if you're going to kind of try to find a way to find a silver lining there at Global Esports, to say, well, it's because Molly missed that probably.
You know what to do.
Otherwise, we win that round, no problem.
I mean, if Autumn doesn't get picked as well, you have an orbital strike.
Right.
Well, Crystal now going to get caught. As whatever protocol they set up, it seems like it was for the A side of the map. Rather than this little walkabout, the Seeker's going through, tracking the rest of the team forward onto A. Thrash unable to find anything, but should be recoverable if they walk forward, but for the moment, he's not. Meanwhile, Ivy, unscouted, backside, finds 2. Autumn, Mutaton both dead. And this is looking like a GG go next for Global Esports.
They got a TP, man.
And they will. Quick rotate out. Countered, matched by Nongshim. Doesn't have the spike, so it won't go for the wingman plant here. Avi will get the setup. It's another charge towards that null command. Meanwhile, RP considering sending this. Will do so. Let's make sure the tube is open. Know that they are backed up against the wall, but oh, great clear from Javi.
Wow.
Instantaneous with that headshot gets him now into a 3v2. Suddenly starts looking a hell of a lot better for them, considering that Batman also does have that Mosh available.
One enemy remaining.
Suddenly, RB's dead, Dami gone, and it's all on Xros. There's the wingman, swing in, and Batman to win it! That is unbelievable! How are they dropping the previous but winning this one?
This is crazy. I don't know. I don't understand either. I'm truly just lost. This is a beautiful pop flash. Hobby's had a few nice ones. He's had some great lineups with those flash drives. But Patman again, I mean, he has been an absolute miracle worker. Now you're on an eco Nongshim. Right back to it. Hope given, hope taken. Udo, good to see if there's more aggression off the back of that.
That is a big spot. I think that catches on a 3.
There.
Nope, just the one.
Okay. They backed off fast enough.
Attempt at some bait. Yeah.
Gotta go.
Which players are getting trapped here is the question.
Oh, Udo's.
He's going to start to scale forward. Another footstep made as well. Drive fully connecting. And now they start hearing the shots flying through. At the same time, Crystal able to find an opening on the A side of the map, and that's going to be the immediate pivot coming through. Overdrive going to be popped by Francis. He's looking to try to hound down Yutan, gets a spot, gets some damage in, but cannot confirm it. And the no command as well, in retreat, denies the overdrive from Francis. Slows him down. Stops the fast pursuit. So well done by Javi. Francis now making noise, so Yutan favored as he's got Autumn watching from out wide, and Autumn will be the one collecting the kill. Another solid shot from RB. Still 4 players to try to work through. Trailblazer out from heaven, checks around showers, nobody home.
Sensor destroyed.
Prepare for hellfire.
There you go, the orbital aforementioned called in this time around. Those shots from Crystal end up going wide, but they still have to try to push their way forward, and there's the fragment now, layered in on the spike. Tommy able to find the one, Tommy taken down, and this time Global Esports managing to achieve what they tried to do 2 rounds ago. They tie things up.
Yeah, just a little bit of tweaking here and there. And they're able to stagger that util, that post-plant setup. Do what they got to do. Very curious to hear how Global Esports is going to want to deal. Oh my God, RB. Going to want to deal with this showstopper. We've seen that Nongshim willing to get a little bit aggressive at the beginning of rounds, fight for some of that main control. Let's listen in.
The reprieve is the ult's committed.
Let's just walk you though.
Will it matter?
Too short. Can you hear if he taps?
Guys, Viper
ulti short. Viper ulti short. Okay, he's gonna play on top of you for sure, the Raze, okay? Raze is gonna play. I think we just control showers and let's get out. Let's go towards B, okay? Okay.
Calling for a pivot over to B. Meanwhile, misidentifying location of the Raze, as Crystal is not going to be able to get this spot. That means that Patman is caught dead to rights, and now you've got the spike down just on the other side of this pit. Showstopper immediately going to be invested. Dami is suspecting these players are going to be a hell of a lot closer than they actually are. Jumps over. Showstopper sent out to no avail. But still, firm control in the hands of Nongshim for now. Global Esports, how do you reverse engineer this one?
Look at RB, he's already watching for this. So aware, but timing, it's going to come down to timing.
Crystal also does have the operator. Peeks into it, RB now watching for it. And it looks like Crystal has actually slipped the net. He only takes a smattering of damage. Meanwhile, Dami going to be struck down. X-Ross finding one. RB eventually loses out that fight. Pit's still standing, but a lot of this is going to be on the shoulders of X-Ross. He needs Ivy to counter swing out in all likelihood, but it's being launched at Autumn. Wins that fight. X-Ross now dead.
Out of charges.
Nice drag.
From the jaws of victory. Oh, it gets stolen away. Nongshim unable to close it. Global Esports now in the lead.
But that's something that Global couldn't do in that first half, was recover when rounds got weird, when they got scrappy. And here they're able to do that. They had a terrible read at the beginning of this. They had completely misunderstood what this pit was trying to set up for Nongshim, and they still fight back. And they take the lead for the first time since round 4.
And look at the buy. Absolute nothing to try to work with. Granted, sometimes for Nongshim that is enough.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised there's not a judge in the mix here. If you're going to invest in something like a Guardian, but they just want to try to create a shooting gallery here. They're going to go on a push out. Oh, speaking of judges.
Yutan is happy to greet them. This is going to have to be one hell of a shot. Peak, Ivy able to find Patman behind him, and okay. Some damage suffered, yes, but heal is available from X-Ross. Spike will be recovered. That's a player advantage for the moment. In the hands of Nongshim. Francis is scaling forward, the shot's going in. Now the push in, Francis able to collect it. Crystal going to be struck down. X-Ross at 8 HP, unhealable. But it's another 2vx scenario for Global Esports. where they have overall been looking good from these positions. Flash connecting through, but Autumn not blinded up. And Extros, oh my god, they're both out of HP, they're both out of bullets. Trying to hound him down with a shorty, and it's the Thrifty from Nongshim to tie it up.
I think Global Esports here just overthinking the round a little bit, spread out so thin, and Nongshim's just 3-man push one way, 3-man push into showers. And Global Esports isn't in a great position, and it also helps that Nongshim read where Yudo's judge was going to be pretty nicely and are able to dissect the setup.
Both of these teams need to be studied.
Yes.
Nothing makes sense.
No. Completely bizarre. Francis and Yudotan, both with operators. Xross, another orb closer to his ult. RB one away from his.
Autumn's right there with him.
Yep. Same with Yudo. So no showers control. Control going to be slow, so GE going to have to be methodical, it feels like. Just concerned here, Yudo. Does have some help behind him, though.
He needs them to clear this. Tucks back, just trying to bait them into this peak. And nails the shot on the zombie as well. Face forward, and X-Cross, however, going to be good for 2. They're still trying to fight this one out. He gets on a wider angle, and Patman's gone! X-Cross, what a round! What a time to come alive!
Jeez. Just throws a flash, swings off the util from the brim. Gets the speed up and slams the door on the round. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
You're just like, not going to see this coming. Yeah. They didn't.
But they have
no clue what the hell X-Ross was about to do.
An insane response. Look at the economy, too, for GE. It's so
10
crucial.
seconds left.
Yudo stays alive, but I don't think he will. I think there's too much time.
Ticking down, but no one actually pushing into that position with the noise that RB's making. Yeah, they're not going to be able to find him. Thought that perhaps he had retreated back over into the spawn.
Match point.
Question is, you still want to try to utilize this? Obviously, you need the firepower. But do you pass this over to somebody else? Does Yudo try to work with this? But good God, X-Ross, what a play.
Catch Pat trying to go for the repeat there, too. The Ivy, wow. Pulls off the grab net.
Here's him start, try to get the removal, but then you're on a snake bite.
Right.
Not going to take too much.
Tombi already up on the shack.
Posted up, but 3 players to try to create this pressure. Off shot, bringing out Yudotan dead, and Tombi able to find one. Paint Shell still going to be held here for now. Back pedals away. Crystal now collecting the op. Tombi gets himself flushed against the wall, top truck.
Gonna have to try something different. There's at least 3 players there.
The Seeker's now going to be sent through from X-Ross on the B side of the map. Looking like RB. First rotate, try to match. Bolster the B site.
Doesn't give you a ton of info though. Only 1 gun clears. So you're only gonna get that extra player. GE can do this clean. There's a chance they could take this to OT. X-Ross.
RB's able to find one. It's that orbital. Autumn, of course, has his at the ready. Not scouting nothing. I mean, it's 38 seconds remaining, and they're in a 2-2 split. Obviously, if these players can scale forward and short, they can take the teleporter to rejoin in, but this is, okay. I was going to say a little bit risky, but instead it's going to count TP. Opposite side of the map. It's Francis able to find Crystal. Slows him up, and for now, the spike isolated, stuck at showers. Repeats back over short side, finds one on him. Able to take him out of position. Dami now arriving. The re-swing in, the spike on the floor.
Spike down A.
And that should be it. Autumn
10 seconds left.
would have to fight his way out. He's able to find one, but nothing more. 13-11, one of the craziest.
Whoa, sexy खेला भाई. और जीत सकता था. Let's next match पे try करते हैं. चलो थोड़ा
Pilsky.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the stuff that they did on their defense. We'll start out with this round. They have the KO over on this side of the map, or on A, guys, because I'm getting my pen to work. Hold on. Yeah, okay, this is just not working now. Great. I can't, even though the pen is on. Anyway, their KO. Maybe I should try yours, actually.
Give it a go.
Maybe I should try yours. See if that's going to
Why
work.
not? Maybe
I'll try it one more
maybe
time.
they just play favorites.
Yeah, that's
over
weird.
here.
That's never happened before.
They
Let's
like
try this
Morgan.
one. Let's try this one. Hold on, guys. Can we go back to the start production? Is that
Yeah,
possible?
we'll take it from the top.
I
over here.
hope we can, because that just straight up didn't work for the first time ever.
I hope so.
Wow, this one works.
We're
It's
there.
on this one, guys. Okay, we're going to skip
Just
the
pick it
first
up.
part of that. GE did some cool stuff. Take
Yes.
my word for it. But what Ivy does is even better. He goes on the lurk, he gets his kill, and then they get themselves into this mid-round situation. That was phenomenal. You had a nice KO setup to start off that round. They flashed over onto that info line towards bathrooms, and then they had some deadlock KO stuff. This was a nice setup as well. You have the KO flash ready to go over the top of B long, and a big stack over on this side of the map. So if you did actually have Nongshim come up B long and look for some control with the progression orb here, you would have had a flash over the top, maybe a grab net or something like that, and then you would have had the thrash down. This one was even better. You got the deadlock wall deep on short A, and when Nongshim go to break it and dog into it, it's grab net as well as an orbital straight on their head. Instant
Love
2
it,
kills.
bro.
That was a very nice setup as well. So this was even better as well. This deep short A trap play, double flash over the top. You actually had a dizzy on the A site and a flash off the wall from the KO. So that was phenomenal from GE.
Yeah, I mean, I think we know they put so much work into these setups and into these comps, but how many rounds did they get on their defense force?
Okay, guys. Look, we
That's
saw all
the
those
problem.
setups. We saw all those setups. It was deadlock KO. We've got 4 coaches. We've got 20 setups. We've got 50 lineups. 1 gun round. 1 gun round on defense.
That's the you gotta have the aim to back it up.
And we have 1 working telestrator as well. Let's go.
Yeah, it's just success all over, all across the board. But success definitely for Nongshim. I mean, I know in watching that map, it's kind of difficult to tell also in like what we were highlighting, who exactly won at that map. And it does go over to Nongshim, but you would say like just barely, because this wasn't exactly stable on the side of Nongshim.
No, I mean, it was definitely a little bit up and down. It was close, but I think the big thing for this Nongshim team is if you want to play this double duelist, they have to be firing. They have to both show and be on their best game. And I do think in this map too, both of them were really quite successful. I think they had their moments where they were winning these big individual rounds for Nongshim.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let's go through some of the highlights and see that, because I agree. They are kind of like that double duelist pairing. Francis, it's pretty simple. What you do, the first thing you do, it's kind of a checklist. You click Neon, you lock it in, then you buy Judge ASAP, and then things go well. That's how it works.
It seemed that way, and I have to say, I think Dambi's Rays at points really had some good moments where, you know, he's getting value pretty consistently with the ult, he's moving around the map. I mean, I love it when Dambi's on a movement agent. If only there was another one he was good at, but we'll also discuss that another time. I do think that these two guys are really the core of Nongshim when it comes to that ability to steamroll through the sites and trade each other out efficiently. So when they're on their game, it's really... What, we put that in?
That was
Push the
painful.
button.
No!
That's the last production. Yo, replays, guys. Done him dirty.
Yeah, production is a global esports fan, apparently, and a Crystal fan at that. But when we look at the stats here on the side of Dambi and Francis, you really need these two to work if you need Nongshim's identity to come out.
I love this graphic. I mean, Dambi in particular, off the Phoenix, back onto the Rays, doing some pretty big damage there. ADR in particular, off the charts on the Rays. That's something that you often see, even if you don't see a high kill tally. The paint shells damage, showstoppers, things like that. Always good for some damage. Francis, pretty consistent. 22 kills for him, at least 25 of those judge kills.
Yeah, I mean, Francis is doing a good job on this Neon. He's getting there. He understands. He's being coached by the very best to ever do it. He knows how to buy the judge there.
That's +1 coach for Nongshim.
Yeah.
Now they've got 4, I think.
They have
Dambi's
a
the Neon coach.
dedicated Neon coach at that. And you wouldn't have it any less, right? Best in the world indeed. And to take over this role from Dambi is a tall order indeed. But I mean, Francis, like we see why in cases like this, why he's able to do that, except for the forward sighting.
I do think also this map, it's much more obvious why Francis is on that Neon, because Dambi looked enabled and it looked like he could shoot very well, being that second man in. That is the whole point of this swap,
We have seen Dambi, we have seen Dambi play Rays on Bind for quite a while. I haven't seen him play Neon on Bind, I think, since like the Ascension times when they were playing that double Senti comp back as SPG. Maybe he has played Neon since then, but I feel like we've seen a lot more Rays Regardless, though, will sweep Bind to the side. A winnable game for GE. They definitely could have got themselves a 2-0 here. But now we're going to test some serious mental resilience as we go on to Haven to decide who's going to start in the lower bracket and only have one life less over there in the playoffs. For GE, you've seen them swapping up the comps here and there. They were playing Jet Sky, a little bit of Vito. Now they've been playing double Senti. I don't know if they're going to play double Senti again. We've seen a couple of teams running that comp. And for Nongshim, they were last playing Francis on the Breach with this very standard comp from what feels like 2 years ago.
There's no way they run this again now. There's no chance.
Who's running this?
Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, you know what? Based on like what happened, of course, in Bind, I think Nongshim are definitely going to run with something else. But you know, you go over. I'm worried on the side of Global Esports because this is such a test for them mentally. Like, not only do they have to come back from that Bind, but Haven is also the map wherein KRX managed to take that. That was such a heavy match to you know, come back from.
They have to show some composure here. That has been their downfall the last 2 weeks. Now you're pushed the distance against a team that is really taking the fights to you. I need to see them come out with a lot of composure here in this map 3.
Yeah, we have seen GE play that double Senti, and it is going to be something that they stick with, but the difference is they're going to have to start out on attack. I want to focus on Nongshim's change-up, though. This is not the Breach comp they were playing before. Danby Phoenix, Ivy Chamber, it's something he's only recently picked up, and Francis Neon. So a little bit more aggression, and there's going to be a lot of kind of garage peaks, putting ops on the line on defense, and that's something that GE's comp might have a tough time with.
Yeah, on the side of Global Esports, they swapped away from that Sky to the Sova, so valuing the scan there over that flash. We'll see if that comes to haunt them here in this attacker side.
Yeah, there are a lot of ghosts on this map, I feel like, and both teams have to make sure that they are prepared for what Haven has in store. We are going into a map 3, and it's been a long day, but it all comes to a head right here. So let's see who takes this one. Is it going to be Nongshim, or is it going to be Global? Over to Paperthin and Achilles.
I don't know, nor do I care. I just want to see more of what we got from these two squads on Bind. Maybe a little bit more, you know, practiced play, we'll say. But I want to see the tight-knit game. This is to avoid being put in that final spot in the playoffs, to avoid being placed directly into the lower bracket, where you do not have a safety net. So I want to see these teams fight tooth and nail to manage that.
For sure. And pretty impressive. Nongshim has managed to reach the playoffs every stage so far since joining us in Pacific. And this is going to be an interesting one. Again, that shield versus sword, especially with the double Senti GE runs. Now, they weren't too bad on their attacker's side versus KRX. They went 5-5. They couldn't get it done on their defender side, surprisingly, so quick clear of the trip.
Straight into that, will get slowed up a bit. Meanwhile, Hot Hands to greet them on the exit. Gravnet lobbed in from Crystal, not going to be able to find anything, and that has them pumping the brakes for now.
Somebody
Francis
saw
the
it.
pull away, though, is gets spotted out.
I'm out of here.
He's cognizant of that deeper push out from C Long. Does manage to back out, but Ivy's still going to end up falling. Good kill collection. Patman very patiently waiting in Mirage. What a fadeaway shot from Francis as he's looking for a little bit more. It's only 3 bullets though, and RB comes to the rescue, counter swinging and backstabbing Udaton. Starting to get chaotic now, but Crystal winning out the fight point blank. Ends up 1, but going to the 2v2. It seems like Global Esports maybe feeling like they're sandwiched in. And they would, for the most part, be correct. RB making a world of noise. Sets up the smoke, he's gonna peek ahead of it though. Not fully bloomed, and now Patman. Maybe thinking like he has the opportunity. Does he have a read? That X-Ross is also on this side of the map.
He tried to fake some
30
footsteps
seconds
there.
left.
Sheriff in hand, he's just gonna slowly start scaling forward, and for now, not quite, maybe just barely on the edge there, being heard, but X-Ross now gonna be quite far away, and there's 2 smokes to work with for Patman.
Spike planted.
How does he want to set this up?
No shocks, just a recon, and then
He's making so
not
much
quite
noise.
gonna be swinging into each other here.
Oh,
He hears him.
he knows.
Yes, he should have.
Cover going out.
Gonna be tough though. Pat maybe gonna just try to catch him on the attempted tap.
The swing out. Patman now scaling forward, can try to start playing time on this one. Is X-Ross, yep, dragged off of it, unable to hold this at half. Patman should have it, but no, X-Ross, what a shot! Astounding from him. Gets Nongshim their second pistol.
Wow.
That was what I was worried about there for Pat. Was going to be the Sheriff versus Ghost difference. Like the early layers, but Nongshim just pushing from every side of the map. And as soon as the Cypher goes down, that means those backline trips at Long C are gone too. It allows him to scale.
Oh, we've been seeing that slow ramp up from X-Ross. A little bit absent in the first map, and some heavy impact to get Nongshim the win on Bind. That's one hell of a way to start things off. As Ivy slow to react on that one, but Autumn, I mean, he's just been ushered in the sewer. Francis, eventually we'll find him. Kneecapped him with a Bucky.
Gotta go.
And they're matching these rotations so nicely.
Swinging into that is Yudotan. RP finds it, quick reposition. Meanwhile, Patman dead off screen. Javi looking for something, but will come up empty-handed. Couple armor rebuys, otherwise flawless here for Nongshim, starting off 2-0.
Now I'm starting to get a little worried. I mean, granted, it's just the eco. The Nongshim style still giving GE so many problems. Some damage, yeah, but they're doing a lot of the right things so far. Let's see though, coming up with a buy, all Vandals. Gonna be one full rifle.
Oh, I'll split the difference on this. He's gonna reface, but loses his head. Nice shot from Javi. Zombie showing presence here at front sight. That blaze wall, trying to dissuade the push.
Trying to buy as much time as he can. Ooh.
Francis is making this noise. Autumn. Could just one tap him. And, okay, well, there's the spot out, and Francis can just peel away from here. At the same time, RB. Punch against the wall at B. Francis tagged down to 36. Going to be spotted by that cage as he tries to close the gap. It's cheeky, but it is noted and dealt with.
Cover going out.
It's like they're going to just...
Ooh. Looking for the catch.
Yeah, just armor damage. It's regen, so not too bad.
Zombie. He's going to try to push into the smoke on this one, and it is ill-advised. Kill found. Spam out. As X-Ross is just going to go barreling forward. As this one, okay, it looks a little questionable from Nongshim. Trying to just go cheeky play after cheeky play, but Global Esports are ready for all of it. It's all just one by one.
Well, it'd been working for the first couple of rounds. Let's see if we can keep it going. Should be the end of RB here. Saw the gun. Indeed. Patman will find it. A flawless. Back-to-back flawlesses.
It's going to leave you a little bit concerned. Not able to find any kills off the back of that one. But still just the bonus. We'll see. Global Esports tie things up after this one.
It's tapping away.
Hello.
Yeah, starting to get some reads here. Our Global. It's probably, you would think there might be a bit of a change in methodology for Nongshim. Who knows? Maybe not. I mean, they're a team that will kind of try a lot of the same things over and over again.
Towards Garage. Operator now going to be known. Dambi locking off this position. Still have the trademark set up as well, but maybe hurt that TP in. Patman kind of stuck, because I think if he tries to go for the jump up into the window, it might expose him to that trademark. So I don't know if he's going to be able to scale from here without using another teleport.
Yeah, he's considering it. There might still be a player up there too. It's just a big pause. Francis so far forward here.
Jocked out on the forward corner. Francis just trying to stay dialed in on this line. Peek in. Oh no. A little bit off on that one. X-Ross from range. Still able to find a kill. Is Francis considering scaling? He does! He kills two people! At 30 HP! I mean, I get it. Patman, great lurk. But that was massive. Ults to go for the plant. Meanwhile, Autumn on the B site. Dambi about to find out about it as Francis will fall, but Dambi focusing in, catching Patman with util in hand.
Going up.
Quick setup on the Blaze wall. As Autumn now fishing, but here comes the backstab. Curveball through, full flash connecting, RB there to collect it. And that's going to be Nongshim grabbing the operator and maintaining a lead.
That's a brutal one. GE there, somehow just not ready for the re-aggression from Nongshim. They lose 2 players on the backside when everything else on the map was going to be looking great.
Yep, this is fine. Show me, Francis.
Right.
Thank you. Look, even when we miss something, always get it in the replay.
Goodness gracious.
Thank you, observers. As I just cannot believe that Francis was able to get away with that. That is a massive turning point in the round.
I'm out of here.
It's another one of those game changers. Saw a few of those back on bind, and that one right there.
Saw the frustration as well that it led to.
Yep.
Recon gets the ping. Ivy happy to eat these though. Wants them to peek.
Would love that. I know that there's an op.
Global Esports haven't even picked up the peek, so won't give him the angle. Francis at the same time, just continue to just be like, well, my purpose is to push a lobby.
Well, so far Global hasn't been able to really do anything about it.
Ross going to be getting kicked off by that one, but here comes Francis, finds the kill, gets a ton of damage on a Crystal. As the Hunter's Fury is trying to get the punish off the back of that grab net, but it doesn't connect. Ross, though, maybe a little too trigger happy, sends out some shots before Autumn fully swings into his sight line, but Dambi also notes the flank at B. Nongshim now slated to move up 4-1, and I think we're going to have to see a timeout call.
Yes. You're gonna have to figure out better ways to deal with this long A fight. It just makes it way too easy to hold the rest of the map.
Well, maybe he would just stay tucked. He does not, but Crystal to get taken down. 3v2 with the players fanned out. RB on this side of the map. There's a window of opportunity for Global Esports to still right the ship here.
You have Dombi's ult though.
10
Be an
seconds
immediate
left.
shutdown on that. Autumn gonna go cheating
Spike
forward.
planted.
Trying to go for that preemptive shot. Meanwhile, curveball out. Nice little turn, but Dombi with a nice little shot. But Autumn, he's at 5 HP. And Dombi, yep, he'll snap back right up into heaven, but can just drop down, get that defuse, no problem. So 4-1, Nongshim now up by 3 rounds.
This comp just doesn't have a lot baked into it that can really slow Dombi down. He's holding his angles nicely over on B, but the way he's been playing a lot of stall, you know, to set up for these further pushes, the whole way that Nongshim is playing right now is you push up long A, Dombi's just stalling at B and C with the, you know, the blaze wall, the hot hands, the curve balls to force them away, to not give them those early picks. And then you have to try to do something.
Timeout.
And Frost, like you mentioned, gonna have to get involved, and this time he's quite a bit more animated than we've seen before. This is
Doing as well.
Yeah. Certainly not how you drew it up, but coach is gonna maybe remind them some of the ideas, how they can maybe clear a little bit more space there. But it's tough. I mean, you're not working with a lot that can give you value at long A in terms of putting pressure down. You just gotta hope at this point that you can, I think, get 3 or 4 on this attacker side, and that your defender side double Senti comp is going to give Nongshim fits, because they're not gonna have much that can clear that util without their guns. So see what they can do. Weak buy though. Patman does have a rifle. A Bucky for Yudo. A couple stingers. Sheriff for Autumn.
I mean, bankroll actually here for Nongshim still pretty rough around the edges.
Had to reinvest in the op. That cost a lot. Ooh.
Shock dart forward.
That hit 4 players.
Yeah, bit of damage.
My rules.
In the end, a decent total, but not a massive amount on any one.
Oh, look at X-Ross.
Does he send it into hell? No, sends it towards heaven instead. Meanwhile, X-Ross, I don't think he responded at all on that. He's eventually able to find the kill on the crystal, but it is a little bit labored. Autumn, however, dead. Francis on the peak finds that kill. Batman's going to be cleaning up one. Yudotan holding the connector as the shock dart lobbed in, and Ivy is dead. Suddenly, this timeout working a treat. As Nobby finds himself in a 1v3. He's going to go dropping down. My God. Instantaneous to clean up Hobby, but the round will be GE's.
That's huge. That's going to get you very much back in this game. Took an ult to clear some space for you. That's kind of what they're there for.
And as mentioned, looks like Nongshim now going to have to go for an eco.
Yeah. Great reaction here by Yudo. Making sure that X-Ross can't do any more damage, then scoops up a Vandal. Immediately puts it to good use. Nice swing by Pat. So everybody covering their angles.
He's up, he's up.
Nice.
Post-plant protocol's looking real nice there for GE. Deep grab net, trying to buy some space, but look at Francis.
Here we go again. Meanwhile, getting Zek onto the B side. First time we're really seeing the attention paid here by Global Esports. Fancy their chances. Playing into this one against the eco. Molly lobbed in at the same time. RB going to be taken down to the spike. Where did Molly go? This is fully with that. Global Esports suffer no damage. Dabby's not dead. X-Shell's gone, and Ivy walking out of garage is going to be spotted. This is looking like another flawless, as Francis has got 25 HP, and there's 2 players watching the exit from A connector.
Really liked.
Where the hell did his Molly go?
No idea.
Okay. Either way, Global Esports going to be closing the gap here.
And so Global Esports doing a couple things. It's just turning up the tempo, turning up the pace is 1. 2, they're leaving like 2 players to watch for that aggressive long A push. You know, if Francis tries to take space. I saw both of the Sentinels back there. Gotta rely on those other players to get in there and get the job done, and they did. Udo Patman doing a really nice job.
One enemy remaining.
Autumn as well, claiming Ivy's life as he tries to swing out of garage.
Well, they're starting to laugh, they're starting to have fun again. That is terrifying. Let's listen in though. Well, Hunter's Fury in response to this one, but it's going to be Nats on the opposite side. Both of them kind of going wide on each other. Unable to find the kills. But it is going to be Yudotan taken down. Judge does not care about the relay bolt stun. Nobby, spotting. He'll just be rerouted. He's going to swing around towards that C connector side.
Spike planted.
Patman still posted up. He's able to find Francis. With RB at 5 HP, he still starts to very much favor their chances as RP TPing into backside. But Patman, he's right there, but okay, call comes in. Hobby's still going to be flushed out. Has he forgotten? He saw the omen. Patman's now killed 3 people. He's killed 4 people! There was a visual confirmation?
Yes. Just maybe it just got lost in the comms. The comms was just got real messy there.
My assumption is RB just glanced, saw that Zombie had killed somebody in the kill feed, and then maybe didn't consider that it wasn't the omen.
That's true. Oh, Pat.
Brother. That is a massive round to be won by Global Esports as they tie it up and they force Nongshim back onto another Thrifty.
A lot of ults, though, in this Thrifty.
There are, that Tour de Force being one of them, but Ivy has not really found his footing whatsoever, and Francis will find himself with a bullet square between the eyes.
Huge from Autumn. That gives him the neural theft, too, so they know Domby's back here.
Curveball out a little bit early. Does manage to find a nice shot on the Yudotan, but here goes Patman yet again. 4 in the previous and the 2 here. RB trying to line him up, but he too shall fall. Meanwhile, XRS is on the complete opposite side of the map, so nothing to be found here. This is going to be 4 rounds consecutively for Global Esports, and Nongshim likely going to have to call their own timeout. And the next buy.
Yeah, for sure, but man, what a timeout. from Frost and company. This completely changed the dynamic of this map. The confidence and the pacing here from Global Esports to just say, if they're going to go fast, then we got to go fast. Because that means they're having to spread the map. That means that they're having to take 1-1s or 2-1-2s, things like that. We can just get some good trades going, something that this team has been really good at. Oh, yeah, not much Xros can do, but if they can keep that up, like that's the identity that Global Esports had. Like when we all think about the early parts of the season and kickoff in this stage, when they were doing well, it's because we saw they were having good trades. And in this case, Autumn just taking some better angles, some better fights against Francis as he tries to push out along A. And Patman is going absolutely nuclear. That's another huge multi-kill round for him.
You don't need trades if Patman is shooting like this.
True.
He just steals. Just takes everything from them with nothing in exchange. No timeout to be seen from Nongshim. Seems like Silkenong going to let this one ride again. It's a glass cannon investment on this operator from Ivy, who still has not found any impact whatsoever. Very much going to be lobbed through. TP to backside! And Ivy unable to find their shots. Patman. Oh, he should absolutely be dead. Coming out, contained here within the smoke. Grabbed by the net. Stunned up. The run it back. Valueless.
No charges left.
This wall sent through. The judge holding close. A little bit of damage on the Yudotan. The shock dart going to be backpedaled though. He's able to find RB before getting taken down by Domby, who just has 6 HP and 24 shielding remaining. Patman will find him, and Patman will find the other as well. 16-4-4. As after the start that you had as Nongshim, you have now given up 5 rounds consecutively.
This is just a gamble here from Patman, but they've been leaving Ivy in the back of sight by himself quite often. Usually it's been the Phoenix playing kind of that pivot position from garage and B. There you go. There's that timeout you've been looking for. And
Oh, by Batman पूरा format का. Oh, 1005. एक ही सीजन खेल पे. पिछला सीजन खेला था ना वो. 25 में आया. Oh, that's
it's very impressive, and he has been a step above right now, trying to will Nongshim to a win.
You better hope that is some kind of blessing, because right now feels like it has been regression for Nongshim. Maybe just outputting and consuming too much energy to close out bind. But given how they started, I mean, it looked like they were going to be the ones running away with this map.
Oh God, yeah, but that timeout, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Let's see if they're going to work some similar magic.
Just gonna look to try to take some space into mid. There's a trip at window, but there's a gap over by garage.
Change up on Ivy. Shifting him over, trying to see maybe if he can find his comfort with this push out of the mid. That's a backup, but for now it's going to be RB alone. Jump peeks out, spots plenty. Managed to avoid taking damage. Paranoia is just going to be lobbed in immediately. The drone not caught by it though. Look at the spot out. Needs a Paranoia in response. Tries to go for the reposition, but Domby to the rescue. As that bandit in hand is able to find Yudotan, but Javi popping in. That shock dart does manage to flush out the enemy element. Push forward to the window. Patman is there. As he's going to look for a little bit more, as it's looking like it's another big round from Patman.
He's going to be ready for Domby, but doesn't matter. Oh, A site was claimed a while ago by Autumn. That gives them the free plant.
Well, not to find the Thrifty off the back of this one. Domby will grab up a Vandal. Realistically, best he can hope for, maybe be some ult charge, but it's just the one in death. 2 away as we go into the last round of the half. Global Esports securing the lead.
Last round in the half.
And given the form right now, given the stumbles from Nongshim, this is looking to be an 8-4.
That's Only death is Yudotan there when sliding in. Playing Crossfire was Dombi, and after that, it's the Patman show again.
Show me.
Nice, Bobby.
18-4-5.
It's
Remember that, I mean, this guy set an ACS record earlier this year.
that's true.
Putting up 517.
He is definitely on pace to put up another blinder.
I can't even imagine what he's at the half at the moment. 400 something.
It's probably in
higher.
the 400s.
Well, let's see if he can get another multi-kill round here, or if Nongshim will be able to plant their feet for one final from this defender side.
You have so many big ults here too. This op is kind of the only thing that's given me any pause, but they're not even going to try that. They're going to try that same kind of thing they did after that first time out.
They're still more than willing to just put his life on the line, go shoving forwards, looking for the rebound. He gets a grab. This time it connects. At the same time, able to find one as observers. Hello, can we lock in here? France is going to be taken down. X-Rolls was able to find one or two kills rather before he died. But now it's a 2v3.
Yeah, sir.
Bobby slowly creeping his way back out through sewers. He's got a Hunter's Fury. Plays forward at least to try to get this recon in. Did they have it? Nope. No stop not connecting. Ivy spam down to 36. Autumn still in heaven, unscouted. The drop down going to be coming in. RB turns back, is able to find the one, but the Hunter's Fury cuts across. Ivy now dead, and RB, he's just not going to have the time for this. He's been spotted. Patman will get the finisher, and that's 8-4.
Whoa.
All but one round for Global Esports in this half accrued consecutively.
That's just a brilliant change, and again, one of those rounds where if it worked before, try it again. You know, Nongshim a little bit better position for it. X-Ross finds a couple, but they're still able to bully their way in.
Halftime.
Huge. And again, you got to worry a bit. You know, is this double sentinel going to maybe be really difficult for Nongshim? Now, some teams, looking at KRX, there's a 385 ACS.
385, okay.
Not bad. 19 kills is outstanding in 12 rounds. But, you know, the way KRX dealt with this is they were constantly pressuring, you know, wherever that early deadlock wall would be or wherever that util would be. It'd be clear and then go somewhere else. Clear, go somewhere else. Clear, go somewhere else. So, kind of curious what adjustments Global Esports has made off of seeing some of that. Are they going to be able to play a little bit more for like kill trip contact, things like that? Try to get some value out of this util. We'll have to just wait and see. But again, not much in terms of other than bodies to clear the util for Nongshim. That's going to be the real key.
Now this could be a really brutal one for him. The main thing that we need to see is, well, A, pistol win, but B, signs of life from Ivy.
Oh yeah, 1-11. Oh. Oh no.
You know, he is playing a blinder.
He's
in the sense that he looks like he's blind.
Yes. And that can't happen in, with a chamber. Chambers have got to be fragging. Three-man
Triple
push
walk.
out. Oh, the timing.
Francis is tucked back. Dombi watching for it. Seems they have a decent enough read. And yep, Dombi will be able to get the first catch. Francis as well, finding a piece of the pie, and okay. The attempt here from GE, staved off, held at bay. Dombi looking to try to set up that crossfire. Meanwhile, Francis still pretty sad forward on the side itself. Eventually will get flushed out. Meanwhile, Ivy looking to escort them forward into A, but doesn't play on the line. Looks to try to swing around, and Hobby's just taking him down. Now suddenly, Nongshim will have to pump the brakes.
Well,
It's not RB in around the back. He finds Autumn first. One bullet from pretty much any range will take him down. Eventually will be able to align it. Leaves Javi now all alone.
I think borderline undoable. Can't even win the fight against RB.
Okay. Nope, Nongshim finding what they so desperately needed. 3 rounds the deficit. How much can they try to claw this back?
Just a good hard read. Look at all this crossfire they have set up. Oh, and they're ready for that TP too. Beautiful.
Team Flash doesn't matter.
Eh.
He got the spot.
It happens.
Nice!
Definitely not the most egregious Phoenix flashes we've seen.
No, not at all. Oh, okay. Final consideration, a third Bulldog.
This
Francis
is-
with the Vandal, Ivy, the Marshall. Cheeky.
Anti-recon, anti-flash. This might work.
This one's played out a couple times.
Yeah.
Just depends on how patient you want to be.
This might work.
Oh, here comes the drone.
Drone. Nope, yep.
Smoke cycled in. Try to stop this from finding anything. Does get the dart there on the Yudotan, and that's going to tell him, okay, we think something's up. Meanwhile, Javi going to try to hold the line back over at A, and will be good to find one. Puts the Vandal on the floor. Ivy just tapping for the plant. Swap over the weaponry. Yes, okay. Dombey grabbed. Stuck at Cubby for a brief little moment. Meanwhile, Patman making some noise. No. Extra's maybe not registering it either way. Spike going to be pivoted back into A. Dombey going to be good for another kill.
That heal just saved him.
Yeah, he's got to rotate the hell out of there. We'll grab the orb. Now has the run it back available. Or no, just grabbing the Marshall. Either way, peek in, and Dombey, good for it. Ult now available all the same. Scoops up the Bulldog, and line share the weaponry going to be carried over. Nongshim now down by 2.
Yeah, okay-ish damage done. Are you going to be able to shut down the run it back in this bonus? My word, Dombey. Look at this. He's healing, down to 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Sigh of relief there from Nongshim. Got a little bit scrappy.
I mean, they are far from out of the woods.
Yeah. But we'll see. I mean, again, GE kind of struggles on this defender's side, at least so far. The only time we've seen it, which is once with this comp, but a few of the trips on A and C, even B, it's kind of like they're...
Gotta go.
I fear for anybody who pushes out of sewers into Trip and Sonic Sensor.
Yeah.
Just back to back.
Would not be fun.
Go.
Just, are they going to try to challenge this judge, or going to maybe bait it? Just relay bolt the corner here is Francis. Nobody's moved a muscle.
I was keeping it quiet, keeping it steady. Ivy going to be spotted. Global Esports not going to tell you too much of anything.
I managed to piece together a pretty decent read, to be honest.
Yeah.
Autumn's all alone here.
Things are coming down. They can get into the site fairly cleanly. Stop the time from scaling with this judge. They might be in a decent spot. Because there's a reveal, and RB is going to be the one to capitalize. Yutan slotting forward, trying to find something to close that gap, and he cannot. Going to be RB with 3. As, well, when they decide to pull the trigger on it, it's a blink and you miss it around. Nongshim now converting the bonus, 1 away from tying it up.
You got to be a little more proactive here as GE. The trips aren't there to slow down the choke. It's the reveal off of the dart. Oh, right as Javi tries to make a move, it's too late. They just have no info at the longs. They have no idea, and by the time they get a sense of it, it's too late. Nongshim's already in your house. Bunch of sheriffs, a bandit for Yudo. Grab net to try to set him up. But Nongshim, quick on their feet. Smoke cycled in.
To back away, a little bit of damage taken by Francis, but will be able to sprint away. Still have that trademark around the back as well to try to note the advance of Yudotan forward out of A lobby. We have the camera. Autumn for now. Back. Does he try to open up with his sheriff is the question. Tap of the plan. This has allowed all of Global Esports to get a position to try to retake, and RB's going to be overwhelmed. Now Yudo swinging out. Dombey's going to be struck down.
I'm out of here.
Man on the range gets a 2-tap. And they're just getting applied pressure on all sides. Global Esports, what a way to rally back into this. 2v5 at his peak. Yudotan dead. And no comfort whatsoever to commit to this plant yet.
Just gotta be patient.
Spike planted.
Grabnet not connecting. Ivy needing to hit these shots.
Player standing.
Finds the first. Meanwhile, Francis gets himself a third. Deep exit all the way back towards spawn. Patman, however, scaling forward on the corner. The check in. Francis down low, but Patman cannot win it.
Wow.
Francis gets the 4K, denies the Thrifty, and ties it up at 8-8.
Oh my god, this is such a good round from GE. I'm pretty sure Yudo used the back garden to jump over the trademark. Or they smoked it off, one of the two, but he got in their back line so quickly. This should be their round. But Autumn kind of nervous there. A little bit of a stutter step.
Oh,
I mean, that's one of those rounds that you're going to give yourself a hell of a lot more than you really should. It's a great attempt at pulling off that Thrifty. Pushed him to the limit. Did an immense amount of damage to the economy, but just one of those heartbreaker rounds, so we'll see. That second and final timeout from Global Esports called.
Last one was a banger.
Tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the last one started that 7-round win streak. And Frost do it again.
I'd like to see a little bit more util placed towards the front of C site. Slow down those C hits. So far, that has been the landing site for Nongshim time and time again. Showing us, oh, I like this observer. It's giving us a little preview of.
There's an operator.
Yeah.
There's also a comm segment.
Yes. Take Shilon first.
Sky flash. Oh, Phoenix flash. I mean, sorry.
Oh, shit.
Crystal
Barrier deployed.
able to trade it back, so 1 for 1. Autumn dead. Operator going to be lost for now. Units on at the same time. Deep scale forward through garage. Nami, however, suspicious of this. One more curveball. Ooh, Yotani starting to feed forward. He's a little bit too late. RB going to be caught. Oh, curveball not connecting. And Yotan turns back. He's able to find Dami as well. Doesn't fully anticipate X-Ross's position, but they get themselves into a winning spot. Player advantage now for Global Esports. Spike is going to be brought around C-Long. Ivy working his way up into garage window. Should be able to hear that trademark around the corner, so likely not going to want to push his way up in the window.
Planted.
He's got the annihilation.
That he does.
But is he going to get to use it?
Oh, does he have a read?
Throwing net.
Oh, well, now has the spot out. Could just send it through either way. Ivy now dead. Annihilation not going to be connecting. It's all on X-Ross. Finds the first. He's looking for that second. Cannot find it. A great little crouch readjust from Hobby. Finds the kill, and the timeout call for Global Esports will once again lead to a round win.
Yeah. I think going to go all the way back to try to get this op. Should have plenty of time. This is just phenomenal work in terms of having a good early round read, putting a lot of eggs in the A basket, and then that allowed Yudo to slip the net, have a fantastic outplay. The timing on this fast lane saved him from the curveball. Look at that. Oh, you didn't get to see it there because they clipped it, but beautiful use of his util to give himself that 2K. Give them the ability to have that extra man.
Ivy thinks that Annihilation's going to come his way after he gets spotted. Tries to dive out a window to his death. 4 ultimates for Global Esports. That operator obviously retained. 3 to work with here for Nongshim. Nearly a 4th of their own with that tour de force. 1 charge off. A lot of noise going to be made though. Okay, eventually do manage to clear that out. Starts trying to delay them, but look at the damage onto Francis. Tag down to 20. Hunter's Fury now going to be opened up. Molly to block off the one side. Hobby not able to find any kills with that. Disrupts the plan for a little bit longer, but nothing can commit to it. But Ivy's going to be taken down. Found him in sewers. Good Patman just peeks in. Ivy gone. He's made by Udaton.
Gotta go.
As, oh, the paranoia from Patman. Forward, the drop down, X-Ross trying to stay alive, but Patman, the counter swing, able to find him, and as it gets Dummy as well. Francis this time, I don't think he's going to be the hero that they need him to be. Good for just the one. Global Esports, back-to-back rounds, now up to double digits.
Yeah, they're just being a lot more proactive. That when Nongshim starts making contact, that's when they spring into life. They've got all these plans behind that. Getting deep into territory, winning individual fights. Oh, Patman just takes the high side. And Ivy sent to the low. Ooh, ooh. Gosh, Pat. So smooth.
Look at that.
Just defuse.
Patience there in the setup, using that paranoia. That's the coordination that you want to see from GE. Let's see what they can do now.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de force involved. Francis as well. Swinging on his ult again. X-Ross, Hunter's Fury, so a lot to consider. Autumn posted up B with this op. They're quite convinced that this is either going to be B or they're going to play retake C again, our GE. I'm a little concerned for their C retake. But maybe if they can take some space, get those flanks going. Just have to wait and see. Patman just going to hold tight.
Sat here within the site. Autumn backing him up, ready to take kind of initial contact with that operator. It's a smoke considered.
And they're suspicious of it. You can see they're looking up that way. Do they have an answer? I mean, you got a curveball. It's definitely an answer.
Okay,
Oh.
managing to find Crystal, but not going to be able to get a kill as all three bursts of that Hunter's Fury end up going wide. Curveball connecting. They turn back. They're able to find him, but now before Patman still gets Francis, recovering enough of his vision just in time to clean up that kill.
Oh.
Meanwhile, oh, the shock darts from Javi.
Down B.
That and the relay just setting him up. Gets himself a quick collat. Now the time is gone. Ivy can find nothing. Javi absolutely tears them apart. 3 rounds now in a row, as it seems like the timeouts today from Global Esports, especially in this map, are absolutely blessed.
Whoa. Yeah, it just beautiful coordination again with the util. This time it's Udotan teeing up Javi. Now Javi's good for the 4.
Nice! Good round,
Look at that, you can see he is locked in. He wants this so desperately. And look at the concern on Silkanon's face.
I mean, it's dire straits.
Yeah.
Looking back across the series, Nongshim have not had a single timeout conversion.
That's surprising. Meanwhile, Frost has been like just brilliant. Straight brilliant. The changes that he's calling for. Just reminding them of who they are and what they need to do, and they go off to the races. Take the clothes off, boys. We're going streaking.
Not sure about that one.
But they did.
A lot more common back in your day.
It was. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Like, anybody wants to picture that. Anyway, Global Esports on the cusp of taking this up to match point. By a forwarded Badambi. Back on a Stinger in the end. Throw ball up and over the top, and this time it's Udotan. Handed the operator. Not going to be given the peak that he wants.
Yeah, they didn't get a reaction. They were hoping that it'd be a more aggressive push out of GE. Because that recon would have been annoying.
In response to the drone.
No.
So just going to be clearing that out. Sonic Sensor taken down as well. The Patman, he's boosted up on top of the box. The overdrive going to be popping. Has anybody's got him whatsoever? Well, yes, in the end. X-Roll's able to find the kill. To the way of Nongshim in exchange for 1, but Javi's still here. So able to find one more. Downbeat dead. Udotan starts rotating his way over. Has anybody read this at all? No trip situated. Gets a spot under the Ivy. X-Ross watching for it. He's able to avoid the shot, and now they know. Relay Bolt gets a stun. Ivy pinned into the corner. And Autumn able to capitalize. Now into a 2v2. Base in, but RB winning the fight. Now down to Yudotan. Trying to swap the weapon, but RB will shut him down. Nongshim rallying back a bit. 2 rounds still separating. They deny match point away from Global Esports and get their first timeout round win conversion.
Yeah, right back into C. Again, one of those things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This time, they've been noticing that the response from Crystal off of the back of the drone is to throw the grab net. And this time they have a punish ready for it with a quick play. Using their Neon ult to gain some space, a curveball to flash him and pin him in a corner. That's a really nice little on-the-fly call. This time, look at this.
I thought Patman was going to shoot them apart.
I did too.
Like I said,
Sonic sensor.
Peeking into this one, Crystal does eat a decent bit of damage. Meanwhile, Patman, he's scaling forward. Ivy swinging in for the fight. He absolutely wrecks his HP bar, but he cannot confirm the kill.
He's got his ult.
He's got to be considering that he's just trying to slow drift out. No sound on a teleport here.
They're trying to... Okay, they're just going to use the shots to try to scare Ivy away, but Patman, I think, just going to have to ult out of there. They're trying to convince him that he's already left.
Oh, follow-up ult, or op, I should say. Confirmed on the A side of the map. Yudotan clears out the drone. Meanwhile, Ivy still poking and prodding around here. Patman still tucked in position. Now we'll start to maybe relocate.
I'm out of here.
TP's back out. Meanwhile, TP in. Oh my God. RB dead.
That's
the spike is now stranded. Relay Bolt going to be sent. That shot going wide, but Domby snapped back. Francis able to find one. X-Ross gone. It's a player advantage. Spike now recovered. Francis trying to get this one into position. Hunter's Fury, however, from Javi, looking to try to interrupt to dissuade. Block Francis back away over towards main, but now they have to start committing in.
Teleport's ready.
Plays wall available. Ivy noting the flank, clears out one. Wall goes in. Autumn. Hat just dancing around this, but Domby nearly finds a massive timing, but Francis picks an angle to play around with as Autumn just goes diving out of heaven. A 1v2 to take it to 12. What a clutch it would be. Sending out the shots. Francis goes wide. The peak. The shots, the damage, not quite there. Autumn still relatively healthy, but running out of time. Runs him down, takes the fight to Ivy's doorstep, wins it out. And the shorty not gonna do a damn thing. Francis legs him, and Nongshim one away from tying it up.
Remember, bullets hurt.
Oh boy. By narrow margins here, RB almost with a huge whoopsies, but there's enough flooding into the site behind him. They're able to claim the space that they need. Another beautiful curveball, but somehow, some way, Javi covers a bit. That's a nice play for Francis. Super patient, super calm. Doesn't overstep. And here we go. Nobody home again for all this early util. This time they're going to scale up off of that. They remembered there wasn't any follow-up. They know it's a weaker buy.
But it is also Patman.
2 trips right at the front.
Change up. From drone to sewer. Patman just gonna hop his way out of there. As okay, hello, Hobbies.
That's what I'm talking about.
I believe they didn't even clear anything. Francis is dead, and that is a massive kill to be found. Patman now pushing forward. That sheriff in hand. He's good for one. He's looking for the second. He cannot find it, but Yudotan will.
Spike down A.
The spike now on the floor. Weapons not collected. The Global Esports hungry to pull off this thrifty. Ivy, however, finds Crystal, and that completely opens up this western side of the map.
Well, it's another 4v2 in an eco. Surely GE doesn't lose another.
Baramish down on the timing. Now be able to sprint forward. These weapons can be collected, however. So this is going to be solid upgrades.
30 seconds left.
And a rough fight for Nongshim to try to persevere. Goes to the backside plant, though. now the players fanned out. Ivy, a deep check over towards the defender spawn.
Gotta go.
Nothing seen, but starting to get back into that audio range. Recon goes over to the side. Downby not going to be scouted on this angle. Scales forward, finds the timing to take down 2, and then Ivy strikes from backside. So very close, but once again, Nongshim, they come out on top and they tie it up 11-11.
This is, I like the kill trips ideas. I want to see a little bit more of that baked into this. Because it should have worked, but you don't check long. It's planted for back. You thinking maybe one garage, maybe one in the back. Here we go. It's going to be the Odin this time.
No escape.
This one could just decide it all. Both economies down low.
Oh, there's
looking for the spam, but there's a couple too many walls on that side. Wallbangs not going through.
That's a cheeky setup.
I'm out of here.
Grab net into the recon.
2 players here. Do they get the read on Patman? He played that cubby for so very long. Ivy starting to scale forward. Patman tucked into this one. Ivy looking for it, has to double take. Meanwhile, Uniton able to win one out. Takes out Downbeat from top plat. Autumn holding the door, the exit from garage. As Francis will fall, and it's flawless in response. As Global Esports get themselves up to match point.
They finally find a setup that could slow down Nongshim's C pushes.
Look at the money.
Oh boy.
The lack thereof.
This is the early relay bolt, the tucked in position of Patman that they had set up earlier. Ivy, you could see he's kind of considering it. Then Autumn swinging in, cutting him down, throws in his ult.
Nice play.
One more round, guys.
Nongshim want to win this. If they want to avoid that lower bracket, they're going to have to make this happen. A rough buy as they try to push this into overtime.
Gotta run it back.
2 Stingers, a Sheriff, and otherwise the Vandals. Said run it back. There's Fury at their disposal.
Uniton one away from his ult. Be difference maker. Heavily leaning in towards C, but just basically bodies over there. Where is that camera on B? Is it around the corner? Like looking towards the B door entrance. That's what I think. I'm actually pretty curious.
Yeah, didn't quite get the eyes on it.
I
Either
can
way.
only see it on the map.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, good luck.
I mean, but you also have 3 players on this side of the map. Nongshim gambling into the rougher side of things. The barrier mesh to hold them up, then run it back. Likely to go through. It's going to be into the trip, into the trip, into the sonic sensor.
Into a grab net.
Here comes the spam. There goes the ults. Hunter's Fury as well, but Downby immediately spotted out on that cage. The spam through. Ivy gone. Crystal looking for more. Francis will be able to sit him down. Autumn at backside, however, holding his own for another. Curveball into the face, where Downby cleans it up, but Javi strikes him down. RB with a stinger, able to find the kill, and it's Patman now to be the hero for this team, to be the nightmare for Nongshim. Arrives out from sewer. Just these stingers in hand.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke layered in, the tap. The shot's now sent. Paranoia going to be going through, but he's trying to find out where RB is. Can RB find the timing? The push in, and RB does!
Oh my God.
Denies him the heroics, denies them the satisfaction of the win! This will be settled in overtime.
How do they get through this? There's so much util here, you just gotta spam. Somehow, some way, Francis gets rid of the grab net and immediately takes Crystal down. And they're just able to barely fight their way through. I mean, 7 HP, the difference between GE being the 3rd seed and this overtime. Bonkers.
Absolutely ridiculous, but everything we were hoping for going into this 3rd and final map, the 6th map of the evening. You can see here Global Esports, their overtime percentage has not been great, but there is still yet an opportunity to fix that. Francis, dead. Peeks in towards sewer. Patman able to draw the first blood of the OT. That puts all the more pressure on X-Ross and Damby to try to isolate these approaches. Drone did it actually get the spot? I'm not sure. On to X-Ross either way. The pivot call has been made. Global Esports quickly trying to evacuate out of this position, but Batman still lurking, finding a timing, looking for that second kill. X-Ross able to avoid it, but RP, Tombi, steadily trying to work their way over. Yunathan, he's made the noise. They know it, but he still wins the fight.
Whoa.
Tombi's just dead. Here's the footsteps of RP. Meanwhile, X-Ross is still forever away. RP trying to slot his way forward into this one, but misses the opportunity to try to get past that trip. It's an immense amount of damage onto him, but Annihilation gets the grab, and X-Ross cannot come to the rescue.
One enemy remaining.
This opening round is Global's. Barring one of the craziest clutches that we will have seen. But he's grabbed up, locked in place. Javi to the side will be able to shut him down. Global Esports back up to match point.
I mean, what patience from Pat. Finds the perfect timing to strike after getting the opener onto Francis. Oh, I mean, he's probably kicking himself that he doesn't get X-Ross there. That almost ends up being a problem, but just barely.
Tombi as well.
Yeah.
Not closing out the kill. Yunathan was just stomping around, making all the noise in the world.
Well, that one shocked me. I thought Yuta was just dead.
Well, here we go. If Nongshim are going to go out, they're going to go out in style. Glass cannon up from the attacker side. In the hands of Francis as Yunathan is going to be looking for timing. Spots out two, though, and will go his separate ways.
There's no util here at the front of B, though. That's a shock dart that does just scrape Danby. Oh.
Elbow spotted out, but not taken off. Check over to the opposite side. The barrier mesh quickly going to be cleared out. Cage gets popped, but just looking for a timing pick. Nothing to be found. Nongshim for now coming up empty-handed. As they now have to try to re-clear forward into garage, and Javi gets clipped by that shot.
How?
He wall banged him down to 15 as he tried to clear the drone.
What? That has got to be so tilting. Gonna pass the op over to RB, actually. They need Francis there to get them onto this site.
Something like that could absolutely come into play here. Here comes the exact blind out. Crystal still situated backside, but no, Francis able to find him. Pushes him out into the open, but Javi still fighting despite the HP deficit. Francis taken down. Ivy seeing Patman as the spike is being fully rotated in towards this side of the map. Yunathan forced to reposition back. Trading places. The plant comes in. Base of hell. The Harpy's dead. Autumn finds a catch. Now suddenly it's Tombi and X-Ross. A 2v3. And Yunathan looking down to Tombi once again, and he has. And X-Ross completely contained, locked in position, now spotted. The baseboard finding one, but nothing more. Autumn cleans it up, and Global Esports get the defuse. They get the win, 14-12.
What a final map! What a series! Another blowout on map one, but they're able to get there.
A knowing look from Frost that this was not the script, but at the end of the day, has to be satisfied that they're able to find this win.
Now he's smiling. Now they got him. Oh my. What a day. That was bananas. Just so much back and forth, so many moments where I'm like, it's over, it's not, it's over, it's not.
Thank you for joining.
Whew. I mean,
Bye-bye.
Well,
that delivered.